You know, there was no question that the Montoursville Warriors and Danville Ironmen were destined to play again. And today it happens. The game's that much bigger. It's the District 4 3A championship game. Hi again, everybody. Gary Chrisman, Babe Mayer, the Randy Rodarmal All-State Game of the Week. And this is Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. They played October 2nd. Warriors got some big plays defensively and a big kick return from Rocco Palizzi. And, of course, they won it 42-28 going away. However, Danville has played well. Montoursville has lost Palizzi to injury and Dylan Mall. And now here come the Ironmen feeling pretty good at 6-1. Only lost to this Montoursville team.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And in that loss, there were a lot of players that they didn't have in that game that were injured. One of the leading rushers they have, Stauffer, was one of them that wasn't here. He is back. They got some other people back. And unfortunately, Montoursville's on the other side of the fence. They've lost two key players, and they have to come up with a way they can make up for that.
Absolutely. Ty Stauffer should play tonight. It's Zach Gordon who will start, who played a great game defensively the last time they played. He's a versatile player. He's another young ball player for Mike Brennan's team. And, of course, KJ Riley, premier quarterback in all of Central PA and one of the best in all of Pennsylvania, the record setter and the four-year starter, going against a Warrior football team that is, again, playing some great defense and finding ways to have the next man step up. We'll talk more strategy coming up against a really good Danville team and a banged-up Warrior team playing for a championship today. This is Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. We'll be back with fast facts and more right after this timeout. Randy, hard to believe, 42 years and gone strong, rolling along with Randy Rodarmal All-State Insurance. One reason you have done so well with so many folks, it's all about great relationships, and then you do follow through with policy reviews. Why are policy reviews so important?
Big difference between us and your buy insurance online is we have contact with you. We know your needs. We know changes in your life. It is so important that we get together on a regular, yearly, or two-year basis and go over everything. Discounts change, laws change, driving habits change. We're going to look after you in that situation. The 1-800 numbers don't care about all those changes.
Yeah, and many times that policy review ends up saving you money for a better deal that you can give them the discount that they have coming to them.
Oh, absolutely. I've looked at one today that I had to mail someone would save them almost $1,000 a year on new discounts and new products that we have.
And the other key to policy reviews, making sure that you guys have their up-to-date contact information so it makes it easier to get you together with them and save them money in the long run.
It's so important that clients make sure we have their correct phone numbers, emails, whatever. We try to contact so many people. Insurance is one of the most important aspects of your financial future and your lifestyle.
Randy Rodarmal, Allstate Insurance.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at two terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Biter's Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biter's Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, Southside. Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff and Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com.
A lot's changed in 30-plus years, but one thing remains the same. When you're ready for a new car or truck, count on the Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals. With 800 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, you'll find exactly what you want at the price you need. So while trends come and go, you'll always find the same incredible selection and savings you expect from the Fairfield family. With 5 locations in Central PA, Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals.
Hey, we're back. Big ball game coming up, top of the hour at 1 as you're watching at cablesportslive.com, webweeklylive.com. We're linking it to YouTube and, of course, on my Facebook page. Friday Night Lights as we play Saturday afternoon, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. Babe, we better talk some fast facts, and that's brought to you by a good buddy of ours, longtime sponsor Tom Rachel at Palco Federal Credit Union. They do a great job. Chad Road, Muncie, right past the Lycoming Mall. Fast facts, 6-1 Danville coming into this ball game. They've shut out their last couple opponents. They're playing good football. They want this Warrior team back. You made a good point in the open. They were banged up early. They didn't tell anybody that Ty Stauffer wouldn't play, and Mike Brennan went into that game not knowing who could play running back. Now, they know they've got a passing team with K.J. Riley, the all-time record setter, and, of course, thrown to Carson Persing, the young receiver who leads them, and, of course, Jagger Dressler. They've got a wide-open attack. Their run, or I should say their pass, sets up the run. For the Warriors, it's the other way around. And, of course, Maddox Delaney has played great football this year. Some interesting stats coming in. Last time they played, 37 of the 42 carries by Montoursville came from Palizzi and Dylan Mall. 37 of the 42. Those guys are gone. Meaning, right now, J.C. Kiefer has found, you don't replace Rocco Palizzi. I think one of the best in the state. Mall tough to replace. Heath Jones has done a great job at tailback. He got C.J. Signor, but certainly Heath Jones is not the big guy. He's 160 pounds, can't take the punishment, so I think J.C.'s got to get a little creative offensively.
I think he does, and I think he's got to figure out ways to score points because you look at Riley, the quarterback. I mean, he has a passer rating, and it's pretty incredible. If you have in high school a passer rating of 100, that's a good passing rating. He has a passer rating of 122.
Wow!
All right, and he's thrown for 1,000 yards already this season. So you're looking at a quarterback that's really good and can put points on the board. A couple extra weapons, that may make up that 14-point differential that we had in the first game. Another interesting stat is in the last 3 years, when these guys that are playing in their senior year this year, the last 3 years, all right, in 2019, the Montoursville Warriors won the game. In 2018, they split. Montoursville won the first game, or Danville won the first game, Montoursville won the second game.
And they threw that shutout at him.
Right. In 2018, then Danville won. So in the last 3 years, it's 2-2. You have a chance to break the record this year, or hold the record this year, if you can get that third touch.
Absolutely. They have put together a really good rivalry. And one other great stat, one thing Mike Brennan says about this team, and we talk fast facts, they've given up only 2 sacks all year. The offensive line is a big key. Danville giving up only 2 sacks, and of course K.J. Riley is elusive. He gets out of situations, makes plays, and he's got guys to throw it to downfield. However, the Montoursville defensive line, playing Grishmalhofer and company coming after you. Dylan Bennett is going to be a key coming off the edge. They can put pressure on. They've got a veteran secondary, but remember, their lockdown corner, Dylan Mall, is out for the season, and they're going to bring in young Marco Palizzi. He's going to be playing there. So you've got a young guy playing against a veteran, outstanding wide receiver core from Danville. Some of the fast facts. We've got a war coming up top of the hour at 1 o'clock today. We'll take a timeout. We will talk more. This is Friday Night Lights on a Saturday afternoon, brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card. It's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is a Central PA classic 7 days a week, Sealands Grove in Danville, featuring the only authentic oyster bar in the region every day. And the ribs that made BJ's famous are back. The new meaty St. Louis Tavern rib, slow cooked to perfection, served with their tangy barbecue sauce. For the finest fresh cut steaks, amazing salads, Mediterranean flatbreads, and save room for dessert. Check it out today. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar since 1982, still a Central PA classic. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
Hi everybody, Babe Mayer here at Dolly's Diner West, where you get great food at reasonable prices. It's open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, featuring Dolly's big as a plate pancakes, omelets, homemade sticky rolls, and famous Griggs coffee. Delicious soups and sandwiches, and daily lunch and dinner specials, and tasty desserts. Dolly's Diner West, where any food worth eating is worth eating a lot of.
Hey guys, we're here at AAA, the most trusted name in travel in South Williamsport. Group travel manager Katrina Harvey with me. We go back a bunch of years doing amazing trips. This is a throwaway year in 2020. 2021 is going to be big. Tell me what you have going on.
Well, Gary, we're mainly going to duplicate our lineup of 2020 international and domestic tours, starting with your Princess Alaska cruise tour. It's being rescheduled for next July.
That's going to be huge.
Our one-day and multi-day bus trips range from the Philadelphia Flower Show to Mackinac Island in Michigan. There's a full lineup of cruises going to Bermuda, the Caribbean, Alaska, and Canada and New England. We also have tours to Ireland and the U.S. national parks. We have a wide variety of trips to meet everyone's needs.
So now more than ever, travel with someone you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear. Hey guys, we're back. Big ball game, top of the hour here on Cable Sports. Danville and Montoursville, Babe Mayer, we had a pretty good idea they'd be playing again with all the marbles on the line, District 4-3-8 title. Friday Night Lights brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals, even though we're playing Saturday afternoon. What a day for football, warm weather. Going to be fun at Memorial Stadium, to say the least. Right now, though, let's take Price Optical Athlete of the Week. Southside Mounties. Now, we we haven't seen them this year. Playing good football, beating Troy last weekend, but Zach Miller's playing well. 4 touchdowns, 262 yards for Miller. He's got an area-high 13 touchdowns in the season. That's only in 6 games, so South has found another running back.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you run for over 250 yards and score 4 touchdowns in a ball game, you deserve to be player of the week.
And, and let's face it, Chris Eisworth's team always preaches the run first. They know how to block up front, always have a great O-line. Zach Miller is our Price Optical Athlete of the Week from South. Good luck. They've got to play Southern this weekend, and that's tough. Zach Miller, 262, 4 touchdowns for the Southside Mounties. We'll take a timeout. We'll talk impact players and keys to the game. Warriors and Ironmen are coming up minutes away. Rich Rodarmel, Randy Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance, brand new year rolling in. And, of course, one thing very important for so many people, car insurance. That's what you guys pride yourselves in with Allstate.
We still have the same great plans offered here through Allstate with your Platinum, Gold, and Standard packages. The Gold plan gets you the decrease in collision deductibles, one-time accident waiver, which is nice and unique to Allstate. We also had introduced a new program called MileWise, where depending on you pay as you go. So if you're a low mileage operator, then that MileWise may be your ticket.
That's interesting that you have that. If you put a lot of miles on, you're in a different category. So if you don't put a lot of miles in the car, in the long run, it saves you money. You don't pay like the other guy.
Correct. I mean, a lot of times for your retired individuals or the ones that are in college even that aren't driving that vehicle much, it may pay to look into that MileWise opportunity that Allstate now offers.
And great opportunity too. Kids are going to college, kids are getting a license for the very first time, getting them insured, getting them set. That's one thing you guys do so well with every member of the family.
Yeah, reach out to us and we can give you an idea what it's going to cost to add that operator. Also review the policy at that time to see if we may want to do something differently to help out with that expense of the addition of the new operator.
When it comes to auto insurance, nobody does it better than Rennie Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Scott here from Park Pete's in Williamsport. Everybody's back to school. Hopefully we have some good high school games going on. Hope everybody's out there keeping safe. Just to let you know, we're here, we're open, ready to see y'all. So enjoy the game and stop on in.
What are you doing over there, old man? Online shopping for a great pink shirt out of Gary Crispin's closet?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to do an on-the-line store order for Hoarder Sporting Goods.
That doesn't work on a dummy phone. You got to use a smartphone.
I am a dummy.
You go right to the website, hoardersports.com, order it right away. You can pick it up curbside.
That's http:///.
No. Hoardersports.com. We play to win.
And so should you.
And get ready, big ball game coming up top of the hour. Rennie Rodarmel All-State game. Gary Crispin, Babe Bear, and Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. Let's talk impact players. Jim Moff, Moff & Associates, retirement income planning for some 40 years. And, of course, our big sponsor of the impact players. First of all, Danville, you got to go with number one. He's been number one running the show for 4 years, KJ Riley. Talk about a veteran. He's got PSAC schools looking at him. Holy Cross has jumped on recently. This guy's a real deal. Elusive, great arm, and great receivers. Riley runs the show.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Riley's a great quarterback. We know that. But Riley has a lot of athletic skills in being a great quarterback, and that's why you're going to see a lot of schools look at him thinking not necessarily quarterback, but you know what? This guy may be a good defensive back.
He could play some defensive back, but I think you're going to see Riley playing probably QB at maybe a PSAC, but some of those Patriot League teams, and unfortunately a lot of these guys missed out on the summer coming in because of COVID.
Right.
So, hey, Riley's going to be throwing the ball somewhere, I guarantee you that. On the other side, you got to go with Dylan Bennett. Now, with Palizzi and Maul out of there, the linebacker at 6'4", 220, district champion and a state qualifier in wrestling, and a guy that has done an unbelievable job on the defensive side. But I think tonight, J.C. Kiefer is going to give him more touches, 10 to 12 touches tonight, and you may see him line up at tailback. J.C. knows Danville is very tough defensively. You've lost your top two runners. You've got Heath Jones, who's done a great job. C.J. Signer back at fullback again. But I think to give them a different look, I think you're going to see Dylan Bennett touch the ball maybe in space, getting the ball to him, and also running the football. I think Dylan Bennett is that impact player.
Well, and also on defense, he plays all over the place. I mean, he can be an edge end, or he can be a linebacker. I saw him in a secondary in games where he played deep. And
he's running back there and making plays.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the offensive side, I think you're right. I think you're going to see him a lot more passes to him, maybe.
I think you're going to. Yeah, the word is you're going to probably see him a little bit at tailback tonight, or coming off the edge in a jet sweep type thing. They're going to put the ball in the hands of him. Also, keep an eye on Maddox Delana tonight. They may switch it up with Delana. I think JC feels the second time around without Palizzi and Maul, they've got to get a little creative offensively. Defensively, they played well, and right now you're trying to slow down Riley and company. You've got one cornerback down. You've got a little inexperience in the secondary. It is going to be a heck of a ball game the second time around. All right, your key to the game tonight, Babe Mayer.
Well, my key to the game tonight is I think you can look at the line of scrimmage and you can say, can they protect Riley at Danville? Can they protect Riley and let him have a little bit of time to pass? Or, all right, can they contain him once he starts to run? And I think that's going to be a key for them. For Montoursville, I think a key is they've got to have a motivational leader. They've got to get confidence in this team. They know they've lost two players. They haven't played anybody as tough as Danville since early in the season when they played Danville. Yep. And I think that's where Bennett steps in. You move him around, play him in different position. He can be that motivational leader that brings him up.
And I think maybe the other big key in this ball game coming up this afternoon, Dylan Young. He's a playmaker. He's a guy that worries Mike Brennan. Remember, he scooped up a fumble, took an interception back last time they played, not only in defense, but as a receiver and a guy touching the ball. He's one of those great athletes on the field today. Dylan Young is the key. The run sets up the pass. Look for it deep or down that middle. It is going to be fun. It's coming up next. Rennie Rodermel All-State Game. Friday Night Lights brought to you by Fairfield for fantastic deals. We'll be back. Starting lineups and more. District 4 title live right here on Cable Sports. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. It's time once again for the Babe Mayer Makeover at the Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport.
Babe, this is the new blue sport coat that came in this year. It's gorgeous. They have a nice matching pair of gray pants that go with the blue coat.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful pair of gray pants. Let's take a look at a couple more, Francis, and so I can choose and pick the one that you and I both think work.
Stick around. Coming up shortly, which one Babe picks at the Clothier, downtown Williamsport. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip. Everybody's talking about the new Chaos Fun Zone in the heart of downtown Williamsport, the go-to place for big kids and little kids and all kinds of fun. Chaos has everything from 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, the only laser tag venue in the area, over 40 arcade games to satisfy your inner gamer, indoor trampoline at Fly World complete with slam dunk hoops and dodgeball court, perfect place for birthday parties and corporate events. And don't forget about the great food and fun and all the games at Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Chaos, the premier sports destination with 12 beer taps and all kind of great rotating craft beers, plus 15 HD screens and the NFL Sunday ticket for all the big games. And then the Liberty Arena for leagues and tournaments, clinics, and a variety of sports, including soccer, baseball, softball, and more. Don't miss it. It's Chaos, the Chaos Fun Zone, the hot new place in Central PA. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Rick and Fletcher quickly. Rick, a lot of years. 35th year of Fairfield. You've been with us for all these years, game of the week, and here on the pregame show. Well, I tell you what, hard to believe, but you guys keep rolling along.
35 years and gone strong. Stronger than ever, actually, Gary.
I tell you, after the shutdown this past year, you guys came back breaking records month after month. Huge selection of pre-owned, but I want to talk new cars. Fletcher, let's talk first about the Ford Ranger. What a vehicle we're looking at right here.
Yeah, Gary, this is the Adrenaline Edition Ranger XLT we just got built up. Custom 6-inch lift, custom 33-inch tires with fuel wheels, all loaded up to the nines. Awesome off-roading truck.
Wow, that's a sharp-looking truck. You're going to sell a lot of those. I know those.
One built so far.
Is that right?
One of one. Yes, it is.
Rick, one thing, I like the Ford Explorer. Drove one from Fairfield, and the new look of the Ford Explorer. What do we have right here? Let's talk about this.
This is a new ST. Very hot, high horsepower, very hard to get. We've been selling them as fast as we get them. They're great vehicles. People love them.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you sell them quickly. New look, sportier look, and I'll tell you what, people love this new look of this vehicle.
They do. They love it, and quite honestly, I've not heard one complaint about them.
Okay, let's talk about Volkswagen. Fletcher, a hot Volkswagen down here. What are we looking at? I wasn't sure what this was. This is what, an Atlas?
Yeah, so this is the new companion to the Atlas, the all-new Cross Sport. An all-wheel drive, a little more hatch design, a little sportier. Great looking SUV. We've sold quite a few Atlases, but this is just a little bit different look. Same room and size, all the same great amenities, just a little bit different sporty look.
And it's going to be a great year, and more pre-owned cars, Rick, than you've ever had. At least 150 on every one of the car lots. And again, congratulations. 35 years going strong. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Not a bad run.
Thanks, Gary. It's been great, and happy to be with you again on Friday nights.
Friday night football. A former Lancer, Fletcher, with us. We called your name for a few touchdowns back in the day. We're going to take a timeout, guys. Thanks. Fairfield pregame show. Fairfield for fantastic deals.
Kiss 1027, the 80s to now.
Isaiah Fenner in motion this time. They go deep down the middle. They've got ball in a dead run. Dylan Ball. Touchdown, Warriors. Thrown in the gun. Back to pass. Looks to throw. End zone. Sims. Touchdown. Millionaire. Cavanaugh in the gun. He looks. Corner. Throwing out there. Going up to get it. Weak. Schuler makes a catch. Riley back to pass. Some pressure coming. Floats it down. Here is picked. Dylan Young trying to get it picked. 6. Touchdown Warriors, and that will do it. It is a gorgeous day at Memorial Stadium in Montoursville. 70 degrees at game time. And today it is the District 4 AAA championship game between the 4th-ranked Montoursville Warriors, unbeaten 8-0, and the 10th-ranked Danville Ironmen, 6-1. Hi, everybody. Gary Chrisman, Babe Mayer, the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. We've done a lot of big games, but boy, this has all the makings of a classic today. It is this Danville Ironman team, only lost to Montoursville 42-28 October 2nd. We had a pretty good feeling they were going to be playing again right in this situation. That day, Montoursville came to play 2 defensive touchdowns, a big play kicked by Rocco Palizzi, and they won going away 42-28. However, Danville more healthy now. The Warriors have lost Palizzi and Dylan Mall for the season, and I think J.C. Kiefer coming to this game knows not only it's going to be tough, they're going to have to get a little creative.
Well, yeah, they are going to get a little creative, and when you lose 2 big players out of a game like that, it puts pressure on the rest of the team. I mean, other guys got to step up. They got to do some things that they probably didn't imagine they would be doing at this stage of the game. So, as we look at this game going in, it looks like it may be a little more interesting than the 2-touchdown win down at Danville.
Last time they played, of course, they were without their back, Ty Stauffer. We didn't know going in, but we didn't see number 5. However, he's back from a broken collarbone. Zach Gordon has played well at tailback, so they're pretty good shape of the running game, but it all comes down to the passing game. Record setter K.J. Riley, 4-year starter. He's got great wideouts in Persing and Dressler, and it's going to be fun challenging the secondary of the Warriors, and that big front from Montoursville need to put pressure on number 1 in this game. We'll take a time out. The Warriors and the Ironmen for all the marbles in District 4 coming up next. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Road Armel, car insurance so important, but you've got a different plan for people that have a different schedule in life, and that's changing every day.
Well, nowadays with everybody working from home, here out of our agency, we offer what's called MileWise, where you pay as you go. So the individual that drives less, they will have lower insurance rates due to that fact.
That makes sense in today's changing times. Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. It is quite a day for football. District 4 3A title as we broadcast it live here on Cable Sports Productions in our 34th season, the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. I want to thank some of the sponsors that have made this game possible, because District 4 didn't cut anybody a break when it comes to a live game fee in a game where there's limited fans. Jim Webb, you couldn't do it without Jim Webb, Webb Weekly, and WebWeeklyLive.com. Not only the game here, but 60,000 folks see Webb Weekly every week throughout Central PA, and we're going to be talking about Jim's big day coming up on Veterans Day with CI and Dolly's Diner, and they've got free breakfast coming up for some of the vets. We're going to give you all the details coming up this week, and more of the great sponsors. And of course, we've got C&I Boiler, the Conklin family. You talk about Warrior blue and gold that they bleed. They've been doing it a lot of years. Second-generation owners, Tim and Jeff Conklin. Jeff sitting down below here, the third generation working up through. And Matthew Conklin on the team right now. Tim, Jeff, Brent, Nick, all played for Warrior football. C&I Boiler Repair since 1977. And by Morris and Matt Bauer and all the gang at Turnkey Construction. They're the home of the Extreme Kitchen Makeover on KISS FM. They are the premier general contractors in all of Central PA. A lot of folks, and of course we're getting ready for the Extreme Kitchen Makeover coming up. We've got some more folks to thank that make this possible, and when you think ice cream, you know that's a problem of mine. I want to thank Gary Hare, the owner of Brewster's. Gary is a Montoursville grad back in the 80s, and I'll tell you, Brewster's can cater your party or event. They'll bring the Brewster's ice cream truck out, make a plan for your big event. They cater and more. They'll come to you with the best. Make it Brewster's Real Ice Cream, open year-round. And when it comes to chiropractic's New Horizon Chiropractic Center, another big Warrior fan, Dr. Greg Fisher. They've been there nearly 30 years. They can take care of all your concerns. You've got to check it out. They've got you in mind. New Horizon Chiropractic Center here in Montoursville. And, of course, Berger Septic. Rennie Rodeharmel Jr. always says we're number one in the number two business, servicing personal septic systems and more, and they do an outstanding job and a great idea to check it out. They cover just about everything when it comes to taking care of portable toilet services, gas and oil industry, portable water services. You've got to go to one name, Berger Septic Services, for septic tank cleaning, commercial and residential. Ben Reichley's down below. It's a gorgeous day for football on this November 7th. Ben, this is going to be a war. We had a feeling these teams would be playing a second time.
Oh, we certainly did, but I don't think we feel on November 6th would be in 68-degree weather. But excellent day. Enough fans to really, I think both teams have some backing here. We talk about the offenses and the defenses. I always look at the special teams, that intangible that could make a change, and that talks about field goals, that talks about extra points. You got to make them or you got to block them. This sets up to what high school football is all about. Two best teams are playing for the district championship, and hey, let's just kick it off.
Yeah, you get the feeling that J.C. Kiefer this week feels without Rocco Palizzi, who was averaging, going into the Loyalsock game where he was hurt with a broken collarbone, 200 yards per game. He had a 35-yard run, came down hard, and that was it. That was the season. Dylan Mall replaced him at tailback. He's the breakaway guy you saw in the preview coming out in the open. He caught that bomb against Danville on October 2nd. A breakaway threat. He is lost for the season's got a broken finger and caused him some problems there. So, JC's down a couple of guys, but the last time these teams played, Danville was down Ty Stauffer. We will see number 5 today. He was projected to start that night. He's coming off a broken collarbone.
Yeah, and you look at these two teams when they come out here and match up. The Montoursville's been backed up a little bit with the loss of key players, and Danville, on the other hand, was a team that has gotten built up with the return of a couple of injured players. Let's see if that can make up the 14-point difference in the first game when Montoursville won by 14 points.
KJ Riley comes into this ball game throwing for 1,700 yards, 63% completion rate, and 23 touchdowns. Let's take a look at our AAA starting lineups for this ball game tonight. He was picked 5 times coming in, one by Dylan Young. Dylan Young, number 4, had a scoop, a fumble picked up when Riley was hit trying to scramble, picked it up, ran it in, and then he picked 6 later in the game. Those big plays. I think Dylan Young is going to be a big key. Mike Brennan tells me this week if there's one guy they're afraid of, a guy they really respect, it's number 4. Great athlete, can beat you on both sides of the ball.
And Dylan Young is a guy that's going to be impacted by the loss of Mall and Palizzi more than anybody. He's going to be impacted on the defensive backfield, and he's going to be all of a sudden become a key receiver for this team.
Guy you're going to see a little bit more tonight, although we're getting a late word, could be a little dinged up, is number 8, Dylan Bennett, and he certainly is a key to this football team. Outstanding linebacker at 6'4", 220, the tight end. We've seen him in that Wildcat, but if he is healthy tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, there's no question the Warriors are going to try to get him the ball maybe 10, 12 times in this game. You've got to go to your best athletes at this situation. JC is so good to coach up a team and make changes when guys are hurt, just like moving Signor to center against Danville a while ago. So it's going to be interesting to see. But Bennett, let's keep an eye on number 8. Heard he's a little dinged up, but I guarantee you if he can play, he's going to play.
Well, and the other thing with Bennett is one of the keys is to put pressure on Persing in the backfield, or excuse me, on the quarterback in the backfield, and one of the key guys to do that is going to be Bennett. So it's going to put a strain on him also.
Well, the Warriors in Montoursville getting back deep and ready to go. Rocco Palizzi is back and ready to go as they're going to return the opening kickoff. Isaiah Fenner is back deep. KJ Riley does all the kicking for this team. So we're set to go.
KJ Riley's a good-looking athlete. He's over 6 foot tall, has a great arm, and also he's very athletic with the ball in the backfield. He can evade the rush. There's a lot of things that he has in his
well, he's a heck of a kicker too. We're ready to go. District 4 3A game. Number 4 Warriors of the state in 3A, undefeated 8-0. The 6-1 number 10 Ironman for the district title. Isaiah Fenner takes it at the 8. Fenner brings it back. Good cutback move to the 25. Stays at his feet to the 30 and out to the 36-yard line. Big time run by Isaiah Fenner, who's just gotten better and better this season.
Yeah, a great run. He found that alley, got up inside that alley, made a nice cut, and brings the ball out beyond the 35, as you mentioned, and gives Montoursville good field position to start off with.
Here comes Maddox Delana. 6'2", 240. Keep an eye on him to maybe tuck it and run in this game, too. You've got Signor, fullback. Tailback is Heath Jones. They put Fenner in motion, coming this way. Somebody jumped. Flag coming out to start this ball game. Can you believe bright and sunny and 70 degrees for this first District 4 championship game and first weekend in November?
And we'll take it. We've had a first weekend in November that was a little rough on us at times with the cold. I think it's going to go against Danville, a defensive man jump, but you never know if there wasn't some kind of movement on the line by the other team.
Got to be first down and 5. Warriors getting set. Nick Reeder in the game. He'll be split out to the left-hand side. Come out of the gun. Set back Signer. Back to pass Delana. Dumps it. Young makes a good move and out to the 45-yard line into orange and purple territory and a first down.
Good touch by Delana. Did a good job of getting it out there. A nice soft touch. And Young gets the ball and picks up another first down.
Carson Persing, who's a real good wide out and great defender, only a sophomore. Mike Brennan has a really good young team. You've got Young and Fenner at the top of the screen. Up under center. The toss left. Dylan Bennett's got the football. Bennett gets belted, and he lined up at tailback and only got about a yard. May have about a yard, second down 9. That time Mason Raup comes over to make the tackle, and Gabe Benjamin, the linebacker, number 57.
That was a classic tackle by Raup. If young kids are watching this on TV, that's how you tackle.
Yeah, he's a big-time player. He is their leader. 84 total tackles, averages 12 tackles per game, had more than 100 a year ago as a freshman. He's their leader. And by the way, he's got 20 tackles for losses. Second down 8. Got 2 out of that. Going to slip it to the tailback with the football. Heath Jones in traffic, runs to the 40 and out to the 39-yard line. Jagger Dressler comes over from the outside linebacker spot to make that tackle. Warriors packing away. Their run will set up the pass, but for Danville, we're going to see it the other way around.
Yeah, well, I think it's a key play here for Danville, because if they can keep them from getting the first down, they'll probably have to punt. If they get this first down, they'll be in 4-down territory.
Double wide top of the screen. Ethan Lepley in the game. He's wide left with Fenner. They put Young in motion. In the gun, Delana. Screen. Bennett, good open field tackle is made. Boy, that's huge. That time, Brady Hill, 52. The defensive end came off that edge and made a play, and Bennett could not turn the corner.
And again, that was a great play by the interior lineman to be able to beat his block and catch a man from behind going to the outsides.
Got to bring up 4th down and 7. Dylan Young is going to be the punter here. Averages 35 yards per punt. Deep back, Carson Persing. And he's a threat, to say the least.
Number 17, Carson Persing.
Young trying to give him no return, and an outstanding punt. Going to down it all the way down to the 2-yard line, 40 yards, and Young sort of squibbed it a bit, just wanted to not hit it too hard, and he was able to punch it down inside the 5. Big play, 40-yard punt. And now the Ironmen have 98 yards of work coming back the other way.
You're right. That was great field position change there. You don't want to give them a chance to get out. Now, the first thing you do when you're in the backfield here is we got to get a first down.
Game of the week brought to you by Liberty Arena. They are open 7 days a week with Scores and Chaos Fun Zone. Here comes K.J. Riley, 4-year starter, record setter for the Ironmen. You've got Zach Gordon back in that backfield, out of the gun, his own end zone. He's going to run it out of there himself, and he's not going to get a whole lot. Got to the 5, wrestled down. Signor is there. Zach Schmalhofer comes over to help out and make that tackle. And just trying to get a little room to operate out of his own end zone right there. It's going to bring up second down, and they're going to put it down, second down at about 7. Right now, Warriors could come up. Remember, 2 defensive scores the last time they played. Fumble recovery, run back by Young, and then a pick 6 by Young. That actually, that was the nail in the coffin in that last time they played back in October. They've got Hayden Wynn, who scored his first touchdown of the year. Freshman, top of the screen, number 11. They come out here to the right side. You've got Dressler out there, pursuing, play action, back to pass, over the middle. That ball is tipped and almost intercepted, and a flag comes out. They tried to go to Jagger Dressler. Ethan Lepley defended. Let's see what this call is going to be. And will it be a pass interference?
Yeah, I think it's going to go against Montoursville.
Boy, they loaded up on that right side. Good play action fake that time by Riley, trying to throw off and freeze the defenders that time.
Got a break there. It was a sideline warning.
Sideline warning against Montoursville.
So it's going to be second down. Let's look and see. Will it be still? It's going to be third down. Should be third down and 7. It will be third down. Not going to repeat any down here. Yeah, they're going to put it up on the board, third down and 7. Big play Warriors.
That time Persing had a man running open straight down the sideline, threw to the man over the middle. He probably checked it down, and that's where it went.
They've got Carson Persing in the slot, top of the screen. They roll that way. He's their leading receiver, goes out and gets it, and he gets labeled. The ball comes out. Fenner scooped up, end zone. Heath Jones.
No.
It's going to be incomplete. Good, solid hit that time by Isaiah Fenner on defense. Jones wisely picked it up, but it's going to be a complete pass. They're actually going to say he was down, and when that ball came out, but wisely, good heads-up play. It's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down and about 3. Let's look and see what.
There's a flag down, but I don't know what it is.
Wow, that's tough. They roughed the passer against the Warriors, and that's going to give the Ironmen a first down and 10, so they get a break. And little plays, little situations like that can burn you, and giving a team like Danville, the high-powered offense with Riley, a second chance. That's huge.
I didn't see the roughing, but because I was looking at the receivers where they were spread out to, and it must have been a good call. I don't see anybody complaining.
He's got 2 back in the gun with him in that backfield. They put Dressler out of the wing. Top of the screen. Going to be Wynn. They go draw Zach Gordon. He's not going to get anything. Zach Gordon came in and played tailback for the injured Ty Stauffer. And he's the heir apparent at QB for next year. He's a good one. He can play wide out. He's a running back. He's a shifty runner for this team, but nothing doing that time. Second down and 12. They'll lose a pair.
Well, that was a dive option, and when he was going to the outside, they got tied up handing the ball off, and he hit the line of scrimmage late. In that dive option, you've got to hit that line of scrimmage with full power. You can't be hitting it slowly like it was there.
They're going to take a timeout. We'll take time. No score. Big game. District 4 3A title. No score, Warriors and Ironman. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwhamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Whamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Second down, 12 after the timeout. Danville back in the gun. Kept alive on a penalty. Roughing the passer. Throwing out to the outside. Carson Persing has to go low, but did he make the catch? Warriors say no. Let's see if they say yes. It will be a good catch to the 30.
And the other officials agreed with that call, so there was nobody that you saw it from all different angles.
Second down, and now it's going to bring up third down, and third down at about 7. And short game, big defensive play here.
You know, you're getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and with the pass rush right now, but you're wearing them down because you're completing passes and picking up first downs.
Double wide, left and right, back in the gun. They put Ian in motion, Persing, back to pass. KJ Riley sets a screen back the other way. That ball is picked. Dylan Young will walk in. Touchdown Warriors. And the Warriors go up another pick six against Riley. Second game in a row. And a 25-yard return as that ball floated out there. And big number 8 went up and got it.
And there was a lot of pressure on Riley. He threw into double coverage. And a great play by Young. He broke on the ball perfect and got in front. I thought that ball could go either way until Young got in front of it and picked it off.
Here's another look at it again. This big play, boy.
Look at the rush.
That is only the 6th pick thrown by Riley, 2 to Warriors this year. Remember the last time they played, Young had a pick 6. Here's a conversion try. Dylan Young, the kicker for this football team, does a little bit of everything for Montoursville. And that kick is up and good. We'll take time. 6:36 to play in the first. Warriors with a defensive touchdown by Bennett. They lead 7-0. This is the Rennie Road Armor Allstate Game of the Week. Let's thank some of our sponsors and keep it right here. They're making it possible for this ball game tonight. We've got a lot of folks we're going to be talking about. And Jim Webb, Webb Weekly to 60,000 folks, and Jim's getting ready for a big day for the vets and free breakfast coming up for you vets, thanking them at Dolly's Diner this week. We've got some more sponsors to thank. We'll tell you about C&I Boiler, the Conklin family. C&I repair location. They're into the 3rd generation of former Warriors at C&I Boiler Repair here in the Montoursville area. And Turnkey Construction, doing the Extreme Kitchen Makeover on KISS FM. Morris Bauer and the team, premier contractors, commercial, residential, and remodels. They did a great job with my bathroom, Turnkey Construction. Why don't we thank one more? And Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Not only 30-plus great flavors, they can cater any birthday party, anniversary party, wedding or event, or for your business. Gary Hare and the gang at Brewster's, he's another Warrior grad. All right, back to live action. Kicking it deep. Carson Persing stepped back into the end zone. He comes out from the 1. Persing brings it out over the 20, and the flags are all over the place, out to about the 22-yard line on the return. We'll see when that call will be big.
I didn't see anything out there in the field, but I would think it would be a block in the back.
Yeah, probably a block in the back against Danville. And that hurts. But, boy, I'd say a big play defensively. Dylan Bennett taking a screen and a pick 6 for 25 yards and a Warrior lead in this ball game. And the Warrior fans probably today, I would say, I think last week for the Loyal Sock game, they had maybe about 600-700 fans here, maybe 800 total. Danville has a pretty nice crowd the other side. But, yeah, the Warrior band is here, which is great. And all the cheerleaders. Big, bright, sunny day here in the first weekend in November. Warriors up 7. KJ Riley, 5,000-plus yards passing in his career. Thrown for 23, but he threw a pick 6 a moment ago. They come to the right side. They're coming out to Zach Gordon, and Gordon, off that little delay, is going to run it for a first down out to the 25-yard line. Good job that time. Zach Gordon is shifty, very elusive. Ethan Lepley comes over to make the tackle on that play.
You know, going back to the kickoff, Dylan Young not only intercepts a pass and scores a touchdown, but a perfect high school kickoff. Remember, if the ball goes in the end zone, it comes out to the 25. He got it down to about the 1-yard line, and they had to bring it out, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They've got Gordon back in that backfield along with Riley out of the gun. Double wide this side. Keep an eye on number 17, Persing, who has caught more than 40. He was their leader a year ago. First player to 1,000 yards in District 4 history, beating Julian Fleming's record a year ago as a freshman in 1,000 yards. He's got 800 yards receiving this year. Trying to run with the football, K.J. Riley establishing some of the run as the Warriors get off that pile. Jacob Fellinger's wearing 72. Remember, he wore 87 earlier this year. Fellinger makes the tackle. Coming over from his defensive end spot. Another senior and a good one, 6'2" and 205 for the blue and gold.
And that was a nice 6-yard run by Riley. He had to pick his way through. The initial hole wasn't there, and he bounced out to the inside, actually. Or I guess it was the outside.
You've got Wynn top of the screen. Persing this way, Dressler in the slot. Dumping it to Carson Persing to the outside. Great first step to the 40 and a first down run out to the 46-yard line. And one thing you know, when you lose a guy the caliber as a lockdown corner in Dylan Mall, you've got a youngster back there in Marco Palizzi, only a sophomore and a good one. But, you know, he's out there playing some of the best people in Central PA receiving-wise, and they may pick on the young sophomore number 3.
And when you have an arm like Riley and can get the ball out there quick, the cushion, you almost have to be close to the line of scrimmage. Marco was backed off that time, and a lot of that could have to do with the fact that Marco had to step in and doesn't maybe trust himself up that close.
They put Ian Persing, the fullback, put him in motion. He started in trips right side. K.J. Riley finds a hole. Good run and right up that middle. He's going to just delay it a bit and run it off that right side inside the 45 and dive it ahead to the 42-yard line. Another first down. Ironman trying to put together a typical Danville march. They have shut out their last 2 opponents. That time, Ethan Lepley comes over to make the tackle.
Zach Gordon, a nice block downfield that picked up probably 3-4 more yards for the Riley, and he was the lead back. That play opened up perfectly. Good blocking at the line of scrimmage.
You've got double wide top of the screen, and now they go trips. Keep an eye again on Wynn. They fake the jet sweep. They're going to give it away to Gordon that time. Looked like they're going to pull it back, but they gave it to Zach, and he's got enough for the first down. Zach Gordon, and it will be, let's go down to Ben Reichley. He had a good look at it, but he sort of shoveled that to him, and that would be a forward pass and a completion on that play.
Yeah, exactly, forward pass. I think you talked about it earlier. This is a Danville drive. I mean, this is almost Vuja Day from the last game, except the sun's out. Montoursville scores, Danville goes on a march. But like I said earlier, this is 2 good football teams going after each other.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, we talk about 2 good football teams. These are 2 good coaches going at each other.
Keep an eye on Jagger Dressler, 6'2", 195, top of the screen. You come off that right side against Zach Gordon. He is shifty. Great cutback runner, the sophomore. He's going to run it inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line that time. And let's double-check. It's going to be Ty Stauffer who came in to run the football. So it's going to be Stauffer, number 5, in place of Gordon. First time he's carried the ball, and he was their original starting tailback at the outset of the season. And the first time back for him. He gains 4. 3rd down, 6. C.J. Signer came over to make that tackle. So Ironman down 7 on a pick 6 by Dylan Bennett. They've got Dressler top of the screen. This side, Wynn. In the slot is Carson Persing. Keep an eye on him. They put Persing in motion. Back to pass Riley. Riley steps up. Quarterback draw again on the scramble. Stays on his feet. And a great piece of running by Riley. Second and third effort may have gotten the first down. Down inside the 35, he stretched and near the 32. What kind of a spot? And Heath Jones from his linebacker spot comes over to make that tackle.
Going to be 4th down, but it's 4th down and less than a yard to go.
4th down and about a half a yard. 4 down country right now for Danville, trying to come down and tie this score. K.J. Riley, 4-year starter. We've seen a lot of him the last 4 years. Big games against not only Montoursville, but Loyalsock. And also Loyalsock, we should say.
Right.
Comes up under center. Keep an eye, he's got Ian Persing. Bootleg fake. Riley's got the first down and more and dives ahead of the 28-yard line. Good heads-up play. Zach Schmalhofer comes off that edge to make the tackle, and Gavin Livermore, number 52. And now you've got a first down and 10, and the Warriors need a big stop right here.
Yeah, they do. And you could tell that Persing is a senior. I mean, he got there, and he knew that he had to pick up the first down. He wasn't going to turn this into a bigger play and try to bounce it out. Turned it north and south and just picked up that enough for that first down.
Danville's got a lot of options to look at right here. You've got Jagger Dressler, the veteran wideout. Carson Persing, who leads in receptions. Top of the screen, this side, the freshman Wynn, who caught one a week ago for a touchdown. They fake the screen. He's going to throw down the middle on the pump fake. End zone, he had his man and overshot Jagger Dressler in the end zone. Not one, but 2 pump fakes froze the defenders. A well-conceived play and a great throw, just a little bit too tall and deep that time for Dressler. They had him for 6.
And they had good coverage, and that pump fake, the coverage stopped and tried to see where he was going with the pump fake. He was going to the same man. He literally took the defense away from his receiver.
Riley right now, 3 out of 6 for 25 yards in this ball game. Mike Brandon told me this week they got to get some balance out of the run. Good to see they got Ty Stoffer back in. They've got Zach Gordon back there with him now. He comes up under center in Riley. Get a lot of college looks for next year. Riley back again. They're going to go draw. They come this time. Zach Gordon, he's going to slip and slide and dive over the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Warriors coming up there. Dylan Bennett makes the tackle. It was Bennett's pass interception for a touchdown and the pick 6 that put the Warriors on top in a 25-yard return on a backside screen that floated. And Bennett saw it coming all the way.
And now you're thinking first down. It's 3rd down, 4 down territory. You're thinking first down, so I would look for maybe something out into the flats.
They've got a lot of guys to go to. Keep an eye on number 4, Ian Persing. He's the fullback, but he lines up as an H-back at times. He's on the line right now. Back to pass. Looking to throw, dumping it on the outside. That ball is going to be caught. And a good catch that time made by Carson Persing. It gets to the outside. Marco Palizzi comes over to make that tackle. And this guy is 5'10", 165, and probably quicker than flat-out speed demon fast. But he's a great route runner. You know, a guy that runs tremendous routes as a wide receiver. And I think we likened him the last time at 5'10". Back in the 60s, had a guy named Jack Curry.
Yeah.
Who was one of the greats ever out of Danville, and then one of the greats ever at Penn State. Had all the Penn State receiving records out of Danville High during the early years of the Joe Paterno era.
He got deep enough to get that first down, and it was a down and out into the flat, and he got deep enough to pick up the first down. That's a good receiver that can feel that.
They fake the jet sweep. K.J. Riley's going to run it ahead himself. Riley has been one of their top ground gainers this season. He runs ahead inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That time Heath Jones comes over to make the tackle. That's it. That's the end of the first. Ironman on the march. Warriors lead 7-0. This is the Rennie Road Armor All-State game. We're going to thank our sponsors again that have made this game possible with District 4. And matter of fact, we'll do that, Mike, when we come right back. Why don't we end this, and I'll be back in a moment.
Good luck, Warriors.
Rennie Road Armor, 42 years and rolling along. And I know one thing that's important to stress with me and all your other clients is about policy reviews. Why are they so important?
Oh, one of the things I see is people retire and we don't know it. That's a big discount on policies. Also may change their needs and what insurance and coverages they should carry. Reviewing things are so important. Changes are constant today. Discounts, new discounts, changes in laws. All of these things are very important.
Rennie Road Armor, Allstate Insurance.
A lot's changed in 30-plus years, but one thing remains the same. When you're ready for a new car or truck, count on the Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals. With 800 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, you'll find exactly what you want at the price you need. So while trends come and go, you'll always find the same incredible selection and savings you expect from the Fairfield family. With 5 locations in Central PA, Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals.
Cable Sports and our Rennie Road-Armor All-State Game of the Week brought to you in part by New Horizon Chiropractic Center. Dr. Greg Fisher, big supporter, taking care of all your needs here in Montoursville. Second down 4. Ironman on the march. Back to live action. Thrown to the outside. That time, great move by Dressler. Down the sideline into the end zone. Did he get in?
Yes.
Touchdown. Jagger Dressler dances down the sideline, 12-yard touchdown, and that quick flip screen to the outside. And Dressler, with that great athletic ability, has cut the lead 7-6 and a 12-yard throw by K.J. Riley. Yep. And his 24th touchdown pass of the season.
And Riley has enough of a whip on that ball that it gets out there before the defender can react. Nice move, though, in the outside to get into the end zone by Dressler.
And now K.J. Riley for the extra point. He's only missed a couple. He also has 3 field goals in the year. His kick is up, and his kick is good. We'll take time. Now we'll thank some of those more of the sponsors making it possible here in the District 4 AAA Final, the Rennie Road-Armor All-State Game of the Week. But a lot of folks making this possible, an expensive endeavor. And Jim Webb, Webb Weekly, WebWeeklyLive.com, 60,000 households every week. And Jim and C.I. Ron Ensinger put together a thank you for your service to all veterans, a free All-American breakfast at Dolly's locations in the area coming up Wednesday, November 11th for you veterans. That is coming up this week. Also, Berger Septic Service, personal septic systems, and call them for a spring pump out. And of course, they're the folks that really do an outstanding job. Berger Septic, as we say, number 1 in the number 2 business. Big sponsor of ours in wrestling, and they do portable toilet services, septic tank cleaning, and more. Berger Septic. And C&I Boiler Repair. And they do an outstanding job, the Conklin family. And you're talking about 3 generations of Conklins that have played for the Montoursville Warriors, huge supporters of Warrior football. Let's get down quickly to Ben Reichley with an update. Ben.
The Danville coaches and the Montoursville coaches are realizing Danville has found the youth in the Montours defensive backfield. And Marco Palizzi, I'm sure, excellent athlete, but as a sophomore, you only have so much experience. Danville has a load of experience at the wide receivers, so look for Danville to exploit that here the rest in the passing game, the rest of the game.
No doubt. You've got Palizzi deep with Isaiah Fenner. Had a good return, the opening kick. That ball's going to get out of bounds. It's going to come out here to the 35, and they'll set up first down and 10. And now the Warriors, when you talk about first quarter stats, Danville 97 yards, Montoursville only 17 yards of offense. But they scored on a pick 6 by Dylan Bennett that gave them that 7-0 lead. And then the Warriors played defense the rest of the way.
And the Warriors have had good field position this entire game, and they do once again out to the 35. So let's see if they can do something with this.
Maddox Delaney, you may see him put it on the hip a little bit. You're not used to seeing him run, but I wouldn't be surprised you see maybe a quarterback option out of the big guy at 6'2", 240. We'll wait and see. You've got Signor, fullback, tailback Heath Jones, who's done an outstanding job since all those injuries. But, of course, Rocco Palizzi at 195 pounds could take a pounding. You've got a guy back there now who's about 160, 165 pounds. So I think that certainly JC looking to be creative with his offense, spread it around a little bit. Jones up there in traffic trying to run for about 2, but, man, he ran into a lot of white jerseys, led by Brady Hill, number 52, the defensive end.
Nice defense. The defensive line is starting to stand tall here. And not giving you a lot of room to run. Linebackers come up and made the tackle, but this Danville team has a little swagger now after being able to move that ball down the field on a nice long drive.
Yeah, funny you should say that. Mike Brandon felt this team is in much better shape With all the lifting they've done and a little bit more of a swagger and confidence, they fake the jet sweep, fake inside, come down the middle, wide open, Young. 40, 35, 30, great speed, sideline, Young, touchdown Warriors! What a play by Dylan Young! Wow, that's a great call by JC and the crew up here, 62 yards, and Montoursville back on top, 13-7.
Well, I'll tell you, Delana did a great job of getting that ball out to him, and there was just no coverage. The safeties didn't react to the outside. I didn't see if there was a double receiver. Someone may have gone across the middle.
Babe, the great thing about it, you fake the jet sweep, you fake inside, and then boom, you freeze everybody down, you flip it out here. Young is wide open, and Dylan, great athlete at 6'1", puts on the afterburners, and now he's going to kick to make it 14. The kick is up. It's good. We will take a timeout from Memorial Stadium. Warriors 14, Ironman 7. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. It's time once again for the Babe Bear Makeover at the Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport.
Babe, this is the new blue sport coat. Came in this year. It's gorgeous. And have a nice matching pair of gray pants to go with the blue coat.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a beautiful pair of gray pants. Let's take a look at a couple more, Francis, and so I can choose and pick the one that you and I both think work.
Stick around. Coming up shortly, which one Babe picks at the Clothier, downtown Williamsport.
Hi, everybody. Babe Mayer here at Dolly's Diner West, where you get great food at reasonable prices. It's open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, featuring Dolly's big-as-a-plate pancakes, omelets, homemade sticky rolls, and famous Griggs coffee. Delicious soups and sandwiches, and daily lunch and dinner specials, and tasty desserts. Dolly's Diner West, where any food worth eating is worth eating a lot of.
What a call, 62 yards. Ben Reichley, well conceived down there below. You had a good look at it.
Oh, excellent play. It's just the X's and O's, and Montoursville coach is designed to play to take advantage of Danville's aggressiveness and the safety coming up in the middle. They get Young over to the outside, and you guys saw it. He turned it up, and he is an athlete, and he put it in the end zone.
He sure is, and now he turns and hits it into the end zone. No return. Boy, Dylan Young, and now Ben mentioned during the break a swagger by this Warrior team. And I don't think there's any doubt both of these teams have felt that way. Here's a look again. You saw that play fake. They come out here Young, and then you see Young's athletic ability and great speed down the sideline. 62 yards, and the blue and gold are up 14-7 in this District 4-3-8 title. Warriors are 8-0. The Ironmen, who they beat 42-28 on October 2nd, they're coming in 6-1. Now, the record setter, K.J. Riley, 6'1", 200-pounder. A lot of PSAC schools, Holy Cross now interested in some of those Patriot League teams. He'll be somewhere next year. Spins, reverse pivot, throws back here and throws it out of bounds wisely, and he had pursuit coming. He's got Fellinger back there. He had pursuit coming from C.J. Signor. Putting the pressure on, and it's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Well, you know that's the experience of Riley. He knows that you're in trouble. The only thing you can do, and you're going to be thrown for a loss if you get tackled, throw that ball out of bounds. Don't chance throwing it into coverage. Don't chance anything happening out in the field. They live for another play here.
2nd down, 10. Ironman down 7 now. You got Carson Persing, the young sophomore. He's a good one, top of the screen. They've got Hayden Wynn, freshman, down below here on the near side. They're going to try to run it up top. Nothing doing. Boy, they stuffed that middle. Bellinger get off the pile, but before that, good, solid hit by Ethan Lepley coming up, and also Lane Stutzman, 74 on that play. Good play. Warriors defensively now feeling pretty good. They got a pick 6 by Bennett and a great, well-conceived throw for a touchdown from Delana to Dylan Young. They're up 7.
On a countdown, you had 2 linemen and no receiver there that was going to block, and they had an overload or a tight end. You had an overload on the outside. They couldn't pick everybody up, and it just was a bad call to run against them.
3rd down and 14. They put Carson Persing in motion. Back to pass, Riley. He's going to throw it out here to the flat. Ball is going to be caught, but a great defensive play by Isaiah Fenner on a quick hit on the freshman Wynn, who made the catch but hit and knocked down immediately. And now you're in a position you got to punt the football away. Good defensive stand after that 62-yarder. And you're right, Ben Reichley said earlier, a little bit of a swagger by the blue and gold, and they sure look like that now.
Well, I tell you, Fenner that time, it was one-on-one. He was on an island. He either made the stop or that was going to be a big gainer. Fenner, great job with the tackle.
Got to be 4th down and 7. KJ Riley averages 45.6 yards a punt. Boy, is he a good one. It's a good little bit of a roll, and that's why his average is so good. He's a good one. No return by Young. And they're going to set up 1st down and 10. The Warriors after another 43-yarder. Game of the week brought to you by Bob and the gang at BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is Central PA Classic. Danville and Selinsgrove. The Dry Aged Steaks, the only authentic oyster bar in the region. Award-winning burgers. And then on top of that, you throw in the St. Louis ribs. Always a place we stop. We're in Danville or Selinsgrove. Our favorite, BJ's M Street Tavern. 14-7, Warriors on top. Gary Chrisman, Babe Mayer, Ben Reichley, and our cable sports crew in our 34th season. They fake jet sweep again. They came straight down the middle, hard running. That time Heath Jones on that delay. And Jones a 1st down run over the 40 and out to the 42. Jagger Dressler a saving tackle for the Ironman.
All right, you're going to make a note of that if you're upstairs. That was the same formation that Montoursville scored the touchdown on their last plays, and it's wide open. I mean, the safety's up too tight. You got an island out here. Here it is again. It's coming up again.
Yeah, you're going to bring Young to this near side. Back in the gun. Jones back with him. They go double wing. They put a man in motion, fake the jet sweep, fake inside. Same play they scored on. Delaying a lot of time, better hurry. Goes back to Young, who came back for the ball, made a terrific catch at the 50, the 45, and out of bounds inside the 30 and down near the 28-yard line. That is all Young. His man, number 7, was in trouble. They held out that line so long, and then finally he comes back. Delana finds him, and then Young does the rest himself.
Yeah. Young had 2 men on him, but he broke to the open area and to the inside, and he got the pass and just did a great move, a little spin move, and got out to the outside for a big gain.
Boy, what an athlete. He brings so much to this football team, and Mike Messina's basketball team makes him better every time he's out there. 1st down and 10, Warriors in the march up 7. Delana going for all of it, looking for Young, overshot him, incomplete. Getting some double coverage back there. Carson Persing with Jagger Dressler, keeping an eye on number 4. And this week I talked to Mike Brennan early in the week, and he said the guy that scares us is number 4, Dylan Young. Such a great athlete and playmaker and a great player on both sides of the ball.
He's the real deal. He did it last year, and he's this year. He had one bad game last year, and that knocked him out of the playoffs. But he came back with a vengeance this year, and he's playing with a vengeance here tonight.
2nd down 10. They lost that tough game against Wyoming area, went on to win the state title last year. Pump fake. Here comes Delana. He's going to run the football. 6'2", 240 inside the 20 to the 18. That may have been a design play. Now, if his man's open, he throws the ball. But, you know, I talked to JC this week, and he said, we need to get creative. You're going to see Delana at 6'2", 240 tuck it and run more than once. You've hardly seen him run all year. Gabe Benjamin made a saving tackle, and that gives you something more to think about if you're a Danville defender.
And Gabe Mason, again, nice low tackle. When a man's on the move like that and he's got his momentum up, you got to hit him low.
They've got Schmalhofer in the ball game right now playing tight end. They put Isaiah Fenner in motion, coming this way. They go to Dylan Bennett, who lined up at QB. He takes a direct snap and runs it inside the 10. And Bennett taken with him, boy, inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. The 6'4", 220-pounder and a great wrestler for this Warrior Wrestling program takes it down to the 5-yard line. We've seen them go to that throughout the year. And now Bennett, who gives you that different angle of running the football, is in there right now. And Dylan Bennett
You can see why I talked about you got to hit a man low when he got the momentum going like that there. You saw what happened with Bennett right there. They hit him high, but you couldn't bring the big guy down.
They've got Schmalhofer at tight end, Bennett back in the gun. He's got Signor back there with him. Going to take the direct snap. They're going to run it off that left side. Bennett, end zone, touchdown Warriors. 73-yard, big-time drive. They're on the board in a 5-yard touchdown run. That's impressive. You go 73 against a Danville team like this, and now you're up 2 scores, 20-7.
And you now have a weapon out there that Danville may not have expected, and even if they did, it's a weapon that worked.
No doubt. This team last year could have beaten Wyoming area. They came close. They led them at halftime, the team that went on to win the state title. Dylan Young tries to make it 3 out of 3 and go up 2 scores. At 14, kick is up. Kick is perfect. We'll take time. Why don't we thank some more of the sponsors that have made this possible today? District 4 AAA championship game. 7:26 to play. Morris Bauer, the gang, Turnkey Construction. They're the premier contractors in all of Central PA and giving away this week the Extreme Kitchen Makeover. We'll find out who the big winners are on Friday on KISS FM. And Brewster's Real Ice Cream, 30-plus fresh flavors. They're open every day, noon to 9. And Brewster's go-to place for birthdays, weddings, school and picnic and business events. They cater it all. Give them a call from your workplace and perk your employees at Brewster's Real Ice Cream. They do a great job with that trailer. Special thanks to Dr. Greg Fisher and New Horizon Chiropractic Center, where your need is our concern. Nearly 30 years serving folks here in the Montoursville area. Dr. Greg Fisher, we thank you. A lot of support for the blue and gold. And by.
Number 4, Dylan Young, to kick
and we'll get one more in here, guys, if we have it. And Berger Septic, servicing personal septic systems, portable toilets. And get ready, they do all the gas and oil industry. And they do everything from septic tank cleaning. Berger Septic in Muncie, PA. I want to thank them. They've, along with all our sponsors, they've come to support the blue and gold today to make this possible. The return ensuing kickoff and dangerous in the open field. Carson Persing brings it back to nearly the 30-yard line down to the 29. They're going to set up first down and 10. Let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben.
Hey, we hear about the offenses in the college and the pros on the RPO, but we saw Montoursville is almost the PRO, which they had that pass run option with their quarterback. But I'll tell you what, when you see number 8 in the game, Dylan Bennett is a difference maker. And I talking to Coach Keefe early before the game. That's the intangible today, and we've seen him. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, no doubt. JC said, hey, we've got to give the ball to Bennett. He said he's going to get 10, 12 touches today. We heard he might have been a little dinged up before the game. He doesn't appear to be. Riley looking for a place to run and makes it all on his own. He got maybe 2 yards on that play, and the Warriors get off the pile. Livermore is down there. And good job. Fellinger, I should say 72, was the main guy that came over to make that tackle. Bring us up second down in about 8.
You know, that time Riley was limping on the sideline after that punt on their last series, but he seemed to be all right in that run, so we'll keep an eye on it.
Zach Gordon is their backup QB, the heir apparent to run the show for a young Ironman team for Mike Brennan the next 2 years. Cupboard will not be bare for Danville the next couple of years. Play action, play fake, scrambles out of trouble, and then gets sacked. Big pressure by the Warriors, and finish it off. Coming is Thad Anderson, number 58, comes over to make the play. Good job, but boy, they flushed him out of there. That's a great move defensively for the Warriors that are now starting to get a good feeling on the defensive side.
And the outside linebacker Bennett on the far side, and even the corner, once he got flushed out and was caught at the line of scrimmage, they came up and they actually made the tackle. But it was a great series for the or a great play for the defensive down lineman, because they forced him back. There was no place to go. He tried to bounce it to the outside, and there was no place to go out there.
They're down 10. You've got double wide this side. Big play Ironman. They're down 2 touchdowns. Warriors are up. Boy, they fake. Little trickery that time. Fake the pitch. Zach Gordon, who can throw the ball, and he's going to be labeled by Smallhofer. Number 45 comes over to make the tackle. That time it looked like that pitch. Certainly Gordon had a chance to either pitch it or maybe throw the ball downfield, needing a big play, and the Warriors got in that backfield too soon, and Gordon gets thrown and knocked down for a loss. And now they're going to have to punt it away, and Riley is going to depend on his foot to give him some good defensive field position here. 45-yard average, hit at 43 the last time. You've got Young and Isaiah Fenner deep. Warriors playing the return. They're going to let that ball bounce. And again, gets a good Ironman roll to the 19-yard line with 4:51 to play until halftime. Randy Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Want to thank good friends of mine, of course, Dr. Dave Raymore, general and cosmetic dentistry, taking on new patients every day. And they do everything, when it comes to the new state-of-the-art techniques. When it comes to cosmetic dentistry, taking care of you, Dr. Dave Raymore, they do an outstanding job. Washington Boulevard in Williamsport taking on new patients every week at Dave Raymore, Washington Boulevard. Warriors with a 2-touchdown lead, 21-7. You've got Delana. Somebody may have jumped. Heath Jones coming off this left side, not going to get much. Might have made it to the line of scrimmage. Gabe Benjamin and Brady Hill come over to run him down. 21-7 our score in the game. And a couple of big plays. Dylan Young makes a play. Dylan Bennett, 2 touchdowns. Bennett, 1 defensive interception for a touchdown, and then ran one in as he set up a QB in the Wildcat. And there was no trickery there. You knew big number 8 at 6'4", 220 was going to take it. He took it 5 yards, and now they're up 2. And a good run on that series by Delana in a 73-yard scoring drive. They've got it back again. Fenner in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Downfield. Had a man open in Signor, and they couldn't see him. Signor had a seam, the fullback, and he's a really good pass receiver for this team the last 3 years. And that time, Brandon Zimmerman may have gone up and knocked that ball down. Or I should say Jagger Dressler is the guy that got a hand on it.
Well,
but boy, I tell you, guarantee you CJ's going back and saying, I was open down here. See if they go to him on another same play.
On that pattern, generally, the man is cutting across the middle is not the number one check man because it takes him a while to get where he's going. But he's a guy that draws the defense to him.
3rd down, 9. Quarterback draw this time. And again, the big guy's going to take it. Maddox Delana on the quarterback draw. We knew we were going to see him run the ball a little bit. He's got a 1st down run, and he runs it out to the 28-yard line, or will it be enough?
I think it's 4th and 1.
Yeah, he's got a little short. And if I'm in Montoursville, I don't know that I'm gambling right here.
Well, here comes number 8 into the ball game. Let's see if they put him in a quarterback.
Boy, I tell you. And again, they feel pretty good about how that offensive line is blocking. Now, punt team is going to be in. I don't think you let him back here with 3:26. Not the way your defense is playing.
They haven't punted yet.
Dylan Young, timeout. Danville will take time. We'll be back in a moment. 21-7 Warriors. This is the Rennie Road Armel Allstate Game of the Week. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years.
What are you doing over there, old man? Online shopping for a great pink shirt out of Gary Christman's closet?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to do an on-the-line store ad order for Hoarder Sporting Goods.
That doesn't work on a dummy phone. You got to use a smartphone.
I am a dummy.
You go right to the website, hoardersports.com, order it right away. You can pick it up curbside.
That's http://
No. Hoardersports.com. We play to win.
And so should you.
Warriors are going to go 4th and 1 deep in their own territory at their own 28-yard line, up 2 touchdowns. 3:19 to play till halftime. Big gamble here. Warriors jumped. They jumped, and now you're going to have to punt the ball. They were hoping to get Danville to jump, and it was the Warriors that got a little jumpy, and they jumped offside, and now you've got a 4th down and 6, and you do have to punt it away. Trying to keep that drive alive. We mentioned Brandon Zimmerman a few minutes ago, incorrectly, Jagger Dressler, but Zimmerman's another guy out for the year with a broken collarbone. How many of those have we seen? He was a starting receiver the last time. He's a track medalist and should be back for the track season. We were talking to Mike Brennan about all the injuries all these teams have had this year. Kicking it back to Danville, takes a Danville bounce to the 48, and now K.J. Riley has got 3:18 to play in a 29-yard punt. And the game of the week, let's thank again some of our sponsors that have made this ball game possible. Jim Webb, Webb Weekly, WebWeeklyLive.com, and Veterans Day to say thank you for your service to all the veterans with a free All-American breakfast at Dolly's in Williamsport, Montoursville, and Dolly's West on Park Avenue. Thanks to Jim Webb and C.I. Ron Ensinger, another great sponsor of ours. And we also want to thank the Conklin family. 3 generations of Warrior players, started in 77 by Dave Conklin. C&I Boiler Repair, Matthew on the team this year. Thanks to C&I. First down and 10. Fake the jet sweep to Gordon. Riley eludes one. Here come the Warriors. Wow. Again, Lane Stutzman is there. Jacob Fellinger is there. Good job. And again, Gavin Livermore comes out. He comes out limping a bit, and I think he's going to come off the field. Number 52, he was also in on that player. Defensively doing a great job. Stutzman's going to stay in the ball game, but boy, they're doing a great job up front.
Yeah, Cole Youngkin's going to go back into the ball, go into the ball game. That was a good play. Danville's offensive line has to stick with their blocks. They seem to be blocking well initially, but they break down very easily.
Second down, 14. Danville down 2 touchdowns, thrown to the outside. That ball is nearly picked, and that was coming back. That was Marco Polizzi, number 3. Boy, he had nothing but green field ahead of him. 72 degrees on this gorgeous first weekend of November. You're watching the District 4 AAA Championship game here on Cable Sports. CableSportsLive.com, Jim Webb's WebWeeklyLive.com, the place to go to watch all the big games. Paul Bowe and Rich Zalonis and all the guys every week. And, of course, also today, not only my Facebook page, we're able to click it on YouTube and watch it on the big screen at your home. Second down, 19, 2:17 to play until halftime. The Fairfield for Fantastic Deals halftime show and the RVT big play of the first half, and there are a couple of those. They put Persing in motion. Riley back to pass out of the gun. He's going to go deep, going for all of it, throwing up top on the dead run. And boy, I'll tell you, that time, Persing did not hold on. Running with him was Nick Reeder, number 21. But boy, I'm telling you, that ball was well thrown, and Persing normally holds on to it, and the way he reacted, he felt he should have kept it.
Well, it was a little short, and it gave the defensive man a chance to get in between, put the ball in between him and the receiver, and that's what broke down there.
Third down, 19, Ironman. They go trips top of the screen, win this near side. Keep an eye, again, you've got a number of people. You got Jagger Dressler out there, Carson Persing, and you got Ian Persing, the senior number 4, who can be a real threat, too, to catch the ball. Riley, pressure coming again, and Riley slipped and fell down. And boy, I'll tell you, that time, the pressure on the edge was Jacob Fellinger again. Big number 72. Boy, did he put heat on him. And feeling the footsteps, he just tripped and fell down.
Well, they had nobody on this side in a down stance, and they had 3 people on the far side. But the offensive line of Danville did a good job of blocking.
Man, rightly, you had to look at it there, but boy, that Warrior defense playing around now.
Absolutely. We talked earlier in the break about the swagger Montoursville has, but Danville is out of sorts right now. They are out of sorts offensively. We thought they found a weak link in young Paluzzi over there. They went to him on that one drive, but boy, Montoursville's defense has taken over this game. And right now, when Danville needs, I mean, this is for a boxing match, this would be a standing 8 count. They need to get to halftime and get regrouped. But Montoursville is on a roll.
Yeah, they're playing well, no question. And it's great to play when there is no weather factor in this ball game on this nice turf at Memorial Stadium. Yeah, you're guaranteed, Ben, you're going to be sunburned before it's all over. 4th down and 19.
You know, and Danville's kind of gotten away from the running game. Gordon hasn't touched the ball. Stauffer hasn't touched the ball. The quarterback has, but most of the time he's running for his life.
Yeah, Stauffer came in about one play. Of course, he's coming back for the broken collarbone. All right, 4th down, 19. KJ Riley, you know he can kick, he can punt, he can do it all. And right now he's going to try to limit the return on the kick. And Montoursville calls time, and we're going to take. Why don't we keep it here? We thank some more of these sponsors making today's game possible. Couldn't do it without our regular sponsors all year, but Morris Bauer and the gang, Turnkey Construction, the home of the Extreme Kitchen Makeover. Commercial, residential remodels, they're the best. They'll be doing that on KISS FM starting on Friday. Brewster's Real Ice Cream, 30-plus fresh flavors, noon to 9 every day. Of course, babe, you know I've got an ice cream problem.
I know.
My all-time favorite place, but Brewster's is a go-to place. Gary Hare and the gang do a great job getting the trailer and their truck out for big events, from birthday parties, weddings, school, and college events, and business events. Customer Appreciation Days, call Brewster's. They'll bring it out with all the flavors. And, of course, BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar, Danville and Selinsgrove, go-to place. If we're down in Danville, we're already going to BJ's. We ran up a pretty good bill at BJ's last year, and unfortunately I was paying. But we always have a blast. We thank Bob, Kirkpatrick, and all the guys down there at BJ's. Danville and Selinsgrove, great sponsors of us on KISS FM, and, of course, of ours here at Cable Sports Productions for a long time. Kicking it away. Riley. No return. Warriors with 1:29 left. That time a 44-yard punt. And the Warriors right now, you want to protect the football. You're up 2. You don't want to give up a cheap turnover here. And you feel pretty good to go to halftime. But we'll wait and see what the call could be. Will they try to put a dagger in the heart of the Ironman before the half? When you've got a guy like Young that can make those big plays, boy, that's another story.
Yeah, and that's you run patterns at Young and draw him away from where the ball's going, and that's about your only chance. You let him near that ball, there's a good chance he's going to make a good break on it.
You've got Signer, the fullback, Heath Jones, the tailback.
Right now, Danville, they cannot allow Montoursville to score. I mean, you could put this game out of reach in this series right here.
Minute 28, and clock is ticking. Hats off to Tom Gravish and the Jersey Shore Bulldogs, who won the 4A title. They're number 1 in the state for the first ever time. And, boy, we did that game beginning of the year against the Henry Hinoski Shamokin team. They pasted them last night, 54-0. Everybody talked about the game that was supposed to be played as the final regular season game before COVID was Montoursville and Jersey Shore. Both teams hoping to make a run at Hershey. First down and 10. They put Fenner in motion, Warriors. Little counter give, back to Fenner against the green, but well defended that time. Good defensive play that time, and it's going to be Ian Persing comes over to make the tackle. And then, he's going to come over from his linebacker spot. The outside backer, 6'1", 190, and a senior.
This Danville team is well drilled on tackling. That was a nice tackle right there. He got up into his ribs and brought him down. But he was running east to west, so you can do that, and then he can't turn upfield.
Second down, 10. Minute 16 till halftime. Warriors up 2 touchdowns. They bring Fenner this way in motion. Sweep, right side, Jones, and he got to the 30. Mike Brennan said this week, our football team is in better shape now than we were at the outset of the season. They've been lifting. He likes this team. He likes their chemistry. A team that likes each other. That's the key, and the Warriors have had that same chemistry on their side. But a team that is now starting to get healthy, and he said about his team, we've got more of a swagger than we did at the outside of the season. Today it's the swagger of the Montoursville Warrior defense that has been the key in this game. They're down 7 Warriors with 38 in the clock. Just milking clock right now. You got Delane is going to put it in the hip again. Quarterback draw. We're going to see it. And Delane runs it well inside the 40 in a first down run out to the 41-yard line. Quarterback draw. Ian Persing. JC said we've got to run Delane a bit. You haven't seen him run pretty much all year, but at 6'2", 240, this guy's a heck of a baseball player. He's a good athlete.
And I'll tell you what, he made a nice break. Yeah, they got it. They're under 15 seconds when this ball snapped. They got to go long.
Delane is going to throw to the outside, incomplete, as he threw low that time to Dylan Young. They stopped the clock with 12 seconds. Great day. Of course, you're watching this game live on cable sports on any of the platforms. You can watch this game anytime here at cablesportslive.com, my Facebook page. We've got it linked to YouTube, and just type in Danville, Montoursville on this November 7th. And, of course, Jim Webb's WebWeeklyLive.com. Jim has been instrumental in bringing all these big games of the week. Every week you can watch at WebWeeklyLive.com. All right, we're going to get J.C. Kiefer with Ben Reichley. We go to halftime. A big first half Warriors. And let's go down there right now to Ben. And, boy, I'll say, impressive defense for this football team. All right, Ben.
Coach, boy, it looked like your team came out. Two good teams playing football, but, boy, somewhere in that second quarter, your team put it in another notch. I mean, you guys went to another gear.
This is just so much fun. You know what I mean? 2 really good teams, 2 really good coaching staffs, a beautiful day. We're just having fun out here getting after it.
Great design play. You froze the safety. You brought Young underneath. You get a touchdown. Yep. And like I said, boy, it just looked like your team moved up. However, your defense might have went up 2 notches.
Yeah, exactly. And they know that they have to do that in order to stay in a game like this. When you're missing guys like Rocco Palizzi, Dylan Mall, James Bukowski, everybody knows that they have to bring their level of play up a little bit more. And I think that's what you're seeing here.
Well, Coach, 24 minutes is a great day. Good luck. Thanks for the time. And I tell you what, I think, Babe, you talked about earlier, Montoursville's defense, but it was the lack of the offensive lineman for Danville holding those blocks. But I tell you what, I think Danville's glad it's halftime. They're going to go in, they're going to regroup. Both teams talented, but boy, this Montoursville team feels very confident. But as Coach said to his team going in, you got 24 minutes to prove yourselves.
No doubt. Thanks, Ben Reichley. They're playing well. Randy Rodarmel All-State Game of the Week. Montoursville 21, Danville 7 at halftime. We're going to be back in a moment. The Fairfield for Fantastic Deals halftime show. We'll be back from Memorial Stadium in Montoursville in a moment. Randy Jr., a lot of kids get the driver's license for the first time. They need insurance. Tell me about it.
Yep, Gary, I found that's one of our most competitive areas right now here at the Rodarmel Agency is helping those families save sometimes $1,000, sometimes $2,000 by discussing those coverages with us, making sure we have all the discounts that are out there for those young drivers, be it driver training, be it good student. Get in touch with us to save big money on your young drivers.
Randy Rodarmel, Allstate Insurance. Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliances, 1966. Family owned, everything you need. Eric Biter, what's hot right now here?
What's hot right now is our sleep center. We've got one of the largest selections of mattresses in the area. Don't forget to add the adjustable base so you can go ahead and do that computer work or iPad work while you're sitting in bed. We've got motion furniture so you can watch the big game. And in the appliance department, tons of color. We've got black stainless, we've got slate, we've got it all.
Nobody does it like Biters Furniture, Mattress and Appliance, Route 15, South Side.
What are you doing over there, old man? Online shopping for a great pink shirt out of Gary Christman's closet?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm trying to do an on-the-line store ad order for Hoarder Sporting Goods.
That doesn't work on a dummy phone. You got to use a smartphone.
I am a dummy.
You go right to the website, hoardersports.com, order it right away. You can pick it up curbside.
That's http://.
No. Hoardersports.com. We play to win.
And so should you.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwhamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger, River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center, and this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Hey, we're back. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Halftime show, 21-7 our score in this ball game. And you've got a Montoursville Warrior team that got the pick 6 by Dylan Bennett. 25-yard return. They get on the board. Danville comes back and ties, and then the Warrior defense came to play after that. And they're, a couple of big plays, but they're up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right, Gary. That the offensive line is being dominated by the defensive line and the blitz package that Montoursville brought into this. And what they're doing is they're not only forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, they're able to contain him and not let him get to the edge. And that's a heck of a feat to do for a high school team.
Warriors right now lead in total yards, and they were way down in yardage first quarter, 189-100. If we've got an RBT big play, we've got a couple of those to show you. And, we've got the Bennett interception, then we've got this well-conceived play-action pass, and hard to see the monitor up here, but you're going to see the pick by Bennett on a backside screen, and big number 8 saw it coming all the way. He's going to run it in. Let me know when we get the next one ready. Going to be a well-conceived ball thrown to Dylan Young, who made a tremendous play and showed it his great speed down the sideline, 62 yards for the lead. And then Dylan Bennett came out later in the second period, out of the Wildcat in the red zone. Direct snap, and he runs it into the end zone 5 yards out, and the Warriors took command on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and Dylan Young is just playing a great game out here tonight, which he always does. But, he showed you some of the speed that he has when he plays on the interception and on a touchdown.
Hey, we want to thank some of the sponsors that have made this game possible. Not only our regular sponsors, it takes a lot to do these games, but some of the folks that helped us as far as the PIAA rights fees in this game tonight. We could bring some of them up, and it's hard for me to say. I'm going to get out of my seat and go over here and take a look at the monitor at some of the sponsors. Dr. Greg Fisher, New Horizon Chiropractic Center. Greg's been here in Montoursville nearly 30 years, and your needs are their concerns. We want to thank New Horizon Chiropractic Center. And by Berger Septic, servicing personal septic systems. They're cleaning those, residential, commercial. They do it all at Berger Septic, Muncie, PA, but serving this area in the gas and oil industry. Jim Webb, couldn't do it without Jim. Good partner of ours for these games these last few years. WebWeeklyLive.com. Jim's big concern, getting those great sporting events on for you and getting another Webb Weekly Live website. C&I Boiler Repair. Talk about Dave Conklin started the company in 1977. Tim and Jeff have been part of it. Brett and Nick. They've got Matthew that is part of this team right now. 3 generations of Conklins. They're a big part of this Montoursville community. We thank them for being part of this ball game. Morris Bauer, Turnkey Construction. They're the home of the Extreme Kitchen Makeover. And boy, you're going to find out what they can do this coming Friday on KISS FM. 5 finalists will surprise somebody that day. And of course, River Valley big play. If we've got one more, Mike's drawing it up. This is a well-conceived throw, and Dylan Young, babe, takes it the rest of the way.
And then you can see he just outruns the secondary right there. Great run.
That is huge. 62 yards. They took the lead, and then Bennett scored another from 8 yards out. And that was your story in this football game. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more second half action and more of the halftime show. Fairfield for fantastic deals. Warriors are up on top, 21-7 over Danville. Hey guys, your headquarters for weekend fun and adventures right here at the new Fairfield Motorsports Gray Fox Plaza, right off Lycoming Mall Drive, Twin Hills, Montoursville. Rick, this is a fun store, and boy, I'll tell you, you talk about something for everybody, you've got it.
We've got it here, Gary. If you can't have fun here, you can't have fun anywhere. We've got all the toys, you name it, we've got them, selling like mad, and it's been a great place to come. And Mr. Adventure here, my son, can tell you all about him. He knows
Mr. Adventure. Yeah. Fletcher, you know, we were here doing the live broadcast early on, and you know everything about all of these great toys. Let's talk about some of the cool things. You've got street bikes and dirt bikes. Let's go down and run everybody around this store. This is the go-to place for fun and adventure.
Yeah, so we got a great selection of dirt bikes, starting off with Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Yamaha. All the essentials you need to get on the track or go through the trails. We got a huge selection of four-wheelers through Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Suzuki, and Kimco. Variety of sizes from 450 to 700, even down to 150 or 90s for the kids. We got a huge selection of side-by-sides with the Yamaha and Kawasaki selection.
I'm blown away at the size of those side-by-sides.
Yeah, they're huge. Huge market. We got sport side-by-sides with the YXZ and the KRX 1000. We also have the other utility side covered with the mules. Huge variety. You can't go wrong with any of them.
You've got jet skis. You've got everything under the sun. And hottest thing going in when it comes to Traxxas, when it comes to the remotes, the RC business. Tell me more about it.
Yeah, so it's a huge market. We're the only Traxxas dealer locally within central Pennsylvania. We always keep a ton on stock, whether it's the big X-Max down to the Bandit. There's so many here. They're a lot of fun to try out. We encourage anybody to get down here and test one. You can't go wrong.
Hey, this is a fun place. There's no question, guys. It's going to be fun following more of these hot items you guys keep getting in. You've got new, you've got pre-owned, something for everybody. It is the new Fairfield Motorsports. Congratulations, Rick.
Thanks, Gary. Glad to be here and glad to be a part.
And Mr. Adventure, thanks for the tour. This is the guy. Come see Fletcher. He can show you the inside and outside of Fairfield Motorsports, Gray Fox Plaza, Montoursville. We've got more coming up. Don't go away. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30 plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. Halftime, Fairfield for fantastic deals. Halftime show, Gary Chrisman and Babe Mayer, what a day. It may be warmer than 72. It feels about 75. I mean, when we're out of the sun, can you imagine being out there? What a day, and the Warriors on top of Danville for a District 4 3A title, trying to win their third straight, and they're up 21-7. And, babe, we've got scores of other games. Muncie today playing Steel High, and that in a Class A game, playing that District 3 perennial champ. Let's go to some of the scores of the other ball games. I know some of these scores are from last night, brought to you by Jim Moff and Associates at MoffinAssociates.com. Here's some of the scores that we do have of high school football. Most of those games are played last night.
All right, but Southern, as expected, really put it to South Williamsport 49-14. I understand South Williamsport played as tough as they could. Hughesville 26, Montgomery 7. That's a surprise. You're looking at Jersey Shore, who once again defeats Shamokin by a big score, and Steel High 36, Muncie 14. That game's being played, is still on right now. And of course, the game we have here, 21-7, Montoursville, having their way so far in the second quarter, is open to score up.
Absolutely. Want to thank some of our sponsors for this ball game, making it all possible for this District 4 3A game as we do it live. Of course, Gary Hare and the gang. Gary's Montoursville grad, Brewster's Real Ice Cream. And, think Brewster's not only for grabbing a cone and taking pints and quarts and half gallons home, but they can do all your catering for your workplace, your school, your fundraiser, for even a wedding. They go to weddings. They do birthday parties for the kids. They'll bring the truck out with loads of flavors. Thanking them, the best, Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Also, New Horizon Chiropractic Center. And Dr. Greg Fisher does an outstanding job. Big part of the Montoursville scene for nearly 30 years. If you've got an ache or pain, you've got to go to New Horizon Chiropractic Center. And a big backer of the Warriors, Dr. Greg Fisher. Also, this game brought to you by the gang from Berger Septic. I know they're a big sponsor. We do District 4 wrestling and servicing personal septic systems, residential, commercial. They're big with the gas and oil industry and so much more, and portable toilets. Thank you to Berger Septic. And Jim Webb, Webb Weekly at WebbWeeklyLive.com. And, of course, Webb Weekly, it's in your mail, 60,000-plus households. They did a phenomenal job. We'll be telling you more about their big Veterans Free Bee Breakfast on Veterans Day with C.I. Ron Insinger in all the Dolly's locations coming up this Wednesday. C&I Boiler, can't do it without the Conklin family. 3 generations of Warrior football players, Tim and Jeff, and Nick and Brett and Matthew. Am I leaving somebody out? I better take a look. And Dave Conklin started them back in 1977. They're a big supporter. And Morris Bauer and Turnkey Construction. They do an amazing job at Turnkey. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back. 21-7 our score. Second half coming. Warriors trying to win a District 4 title. Hey, guys, since 1966, the go-to place in Williamsport in this part of Central PA, Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance. Well, we're here in the furniture section. Eric Biters with me. Eric, every time I'm here, you're expanding. You've got more things. Tell me what's new, what's going on here right now.
Gary, right now we are big on England Furniture. England Furniture is a custom design piece that you can come in and get something off of our showroom floor that we have in our warehouse. Or if you're looking for that special color that's going to match your decor, we've got over 400 fabrics that you can choose from and make that piece your own. Okay, so you've got all the upholstery, everything to change it up, make it a one-of-a-kind, and boy, it's a huge selection here. It is. It's an absolutely huge selection. And the nicest part, when you think custom furniture, the misconception is expensive. Not with England Furniture. It's going to fit within your budget, and we're going to be able to find you that piece. And every time you turn around, you come to Biters, something brand new is on the floor, whether a giant selection of sofas and sectionals, leather chairs, anything under the sun, and now England expanding the line here at Biters. That's huge. It is, and we're really proud of the brand as well because it's made right here in the United States, down in Tennessee. Eric, I appreciate it. Another update. You know you need furniture, you come to Biters Furniture Mattress Appliance, Route 15, right here in Montgomery Pike, Southside. Eric, thanks again. Thank you, Gary. Hey, we'll have more coming up from Biters later on during the game.
When it comes to Billtown's best pizza, everyone knows Park Pizza. Memorial Avenue, Williamsport, right behind the outfield fence at Bowman Field. Offering takeout, delivery, and dine-in. Open daily at 4 p.m. Finest pizza around and great stromboli, wings, and more. The best since 1960. It's a tradition in pizza like no other. Takeout, delivery, dine-in, Park Pizza since 1960. Give them a call today at 322-9024. Hey guys, Gary Chrisman here with Eric Farrar at AAA Travel. We go back a lot of years, a lot of trips, a crazy year this year. What are people doing about those vacation plans now that things have been canceled?
Yeah, Gary, we've had thousands of members that had cruise reservations, tours, Disney, and most of them canceled or postponed until 2021.
Okay, so how do they move ahead for 2021? What do they need to do?
Number one, know the cancellation penalty of the vendor. Most cruise lines are offering cancellations up to 48 hours prior to departure. Tour companies are being very flexible. Most airlines have eliminated their change fees. Number two, purchase cancellation insurance. Very important. Make sure it suits your needs. Number three, book with someone you know and trust. Many internet travel sites have gone out of business due to the pandemic.
You know, nobody does it better than AAA. Now more than ever, go with the folks you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel. District 4, AAA championship game. Gary Chrisman, Babe Mayer, Ben Reichley down below. It's 21-7. The Warriors on top. Danville will touch it first as they kick it back deep to Carson Persing back at the goal line. Dylan Young has put one in the end zone today, the other nearly in the end zone. He brought it out for the one. Second half, Danville down 2 touchdowns. Going to be a heck of a second half. Persing of the dead run. Young sophomore with good speed to the outside, runs it out over the 20, down to about the 23-yard line. They're going to set up first down and 10. And all right, here we go. Ethan Lepley comes over to make that tackle. And first down and 10, Ironman. Babe, should be interesting.
Yeah, I tell you what, Young's kickoffs are very impressive. He had tremendous hang time there, gave his defenders a chance to get downfield and catch that ball early before the man had a chance to find that crack that he was looking for.
First down and 10, 23-yard line. Riley comes out of the pistol. Setback looks like it's Stauffer now. He's more of a power back who has been injured most of the season. They're going to run it off that left side to Stauffer. He's going to gain about 2 yards to the 25-yard line as Warriors come up and off that pile in the middle. Heath Jones came up. You also had some help from Zach Schmalhofer, who has really played tough, number 45 at that defensive end. 6'1", 180 and a senior. We saw the progress of him last year from the time that he worked his way into the lineup and then became a real force during that playoff run a year ago for number 45.
Yeah, absolutely. And they got good position here because they overload one side, and the far side is what they overload. Came to the near side.
They come screen to this right side. Jagger Dressler can't get around Marco Polizzi. Marco does a good job. And man-to-man coverage staying with him. It slows him down long enough to the rest of the Warriors to come over and finish him off at about the 30. It brings up third down and long now, third down 8.
I think it's closer than that. I think it's third down 5.
Yeah, third down about 5.
And a key play. I mean, you don't want to kick it right back to Montoursville after this, but to open up the second half, they at least got to move the ball and run some clock and get some confidence, if not put the ball in the end zone.
They've got Wynn near side, top of the screen. Carson Persing, he's got over 40 catches on the season. He leads his team, as he did a year ago. Back to pass Riley, looking for Persing, dumps it underneath. That's Ian Persing with the football at the 40 and a first down to the 41-yard line. Good play underneath, they threw it. Heath Jones comes over. Ian Persing, 6'1", 190, and a veteran of this team. He lines up at fullback and H-back, and they slipped him underneath and dropped it short as opposed to going to his younger brother deep.
And I'll tell you what, he just got that ball off in time. Signer blitzed, and nobody picked him up, and he had a bead on the quarterback when he released that ball.
First down and 10. Danville on the march. We've got 10:18 left in this third period. Long way to go. Double wide this near side, and now the whistle is blown to stop play here. Beautiful day for football. I haven't looked at
Montoursville.
I haven't looked at this. At timeout, Montoursville. They're going to wait around. We're going to take a quick timeout. 10:18 to play in the third. We'll be back. Warriors up 2 touchdowns. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is a Central PA classic 7 days a week, Selinsgrove and Danville, featuring the only authentic oyster bar in the region every day. And the ribs that made BJ's famous are back. The new meaty St. Louis Tavern rib, slow cooked to perfection, served with their tangy barbecue sauce. For the finest fresh cut steaks, amazing salads, Mediterranean flatbreads, and save room for dessert. Check it out today. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar since 1982, still a Central PA classic. You know, local families have been going to Dr. David Raymore for more than 30 years in the greater Williamsport area. And now many of the kids are grown and married, and their kids are going to see Dr. David Raymore and his great staff. See, they put smiles in the faces of parents and grandparents and all the kids for years. They specialize in general and cosmetic dentistry with 3 licensed dental hygienists on staff. And now they're accepting new patients. Dr. David Raymore, General Dentistry, 1033 Washington Boulevard, Williamsport. KJ Riley with a first down play a moment ago. That's Dressler in motion. They go draw. This is Ty Stauffer in the football game. Gets caught in the open field by Dylan Bennett's going to make the tackle at 45. Bennett doesn't make that play. Stauffer's going to make a big run.
Yeah, that was a nice alley. He was running through, and I thought he was going to break it, and all of a sudden Bennett comes out of nowhere and makes a nice tackle.
Yeah, he's out to the 46-yard line. Dylan Bennett, a pair of touchdowns. Had a backside screen interception for 25 yards to get the Warriors up top early 7-0. And that late in that second period came in the red zone, and the Wildcat direct snap took a couple. In the second, he easily walked in from 5 yards out. In between that, Dylan Young caught a beauty on a great 62-yarder from Maddox Delana. They come Dressler in motion. Slip the screen to the outside. Carson Persing quick to the outside. It's going to be run down, but not before. And first down play. And again, that time Marco Palizzi is going to come up here and run him down. Palizzi, the young sophomore. And, you know, playing in place of Dylan Mall, a veteran and a lockdown quarterback. So you get the feeling that if they're going to pick on somebody, it's going to be on Marco Palizzi. And Palizzi, you know, Palizzi's not a little guy. He's got some size at 6 foot and about 175 pounds, and a really outstanding athlete. Only a sophomore, but he's tall task playing this tough passing game today. Trips top screen. They put Dressler in motion. They're going to run it again, trying to get Ty Stauffer in a rhythm in the running game. And again, good job, Lane Stutzman. 74 there. Gavin Livermore is there to make the play, 52. And again, staying home. Playing well, hurry up offense, the Ironman. Double wide top of the screen. Back in the gun. Ty Stauffer back there with him. Stauffer 5'10", 185. Remember, he's only a sophomore. Was out with a broken collarbone until today. Second down, 9. Long count Riley. Screens left side again and dropped that time. That time Jagger Dressler tried to run with it before he tucked it away. Going to be incomplete. Trying to work on that corner. Let's go down to Ben Reichley. Ben.
I think you called it earlier. KJ Riley is not 100%. And watch him come back from the coach to the huddle here. He is limping.
Yeah,
and you know what? His mobility is not there. And he is throwing pocket passes. He's not sprinting out. And his run threat is drastically reduced here.
Big play here. Third down, 11. Ironman into Warrior territory at the 42-yard line. Looking at Mike Brandon, looking at that sideline, getting the play. They've got Wynn this near side, freshman wide out. Keep an eye on Carson Persing. Dressler in the slot, back to pass. Not real mobile, looking deep down the middle. He's got Dressler. That ball is caught, and Dressler falls to the 1-yard line. Got behind the defense. Jagger, Dressler again, had to wait for it, and Dressler leaned it in. That was pro football. He gets back up and walks in because nobody fell on his own.
Well, give a lot of credit here to Persing. He really did a great job of avoiding the rush and given time for things to open up. The secondary can't cover people constantly. And if you give them time, they're going to hit a big play like that.
Big play. K.J. Riley, 41-yard throw down to the 1-yard line. Jagger Dressler, the veteran wideout for this Danville team. First and goal, 1-yard line. Taking it himself, Riley gets into the end zone, touchdown. And Danville on a 77-yard drive is back in it, and they've cut the lead to 21-13 here in the third.
Well, that was a big drive for Danville. Puts them right back in the ball game. Here's a replay of the touchdown. You see, he just takes it off of the side. Good blocking of the offensive line.
Now K.J. Riley for the extra point.
They do a great job. The offensive line does at Danville, but they don't stick with their blocks, and that's what's been killing them.
Here comes Riley. Hasn't missed many this year. He's going to poke it in through, and it's good. We'll take time. And we're going to keep it right here and thank some of the sponsors that have made this game possible. Some of the extra folks that have jumped on with us in District 4 AAA title game as we do it live here. And again, 21-14 our score. Jim Webb, Webb Weekly, WebbWeeklyLive.com. Veterans Day, he and CI with Dolly's Diner putting on a Veterans Day All-American breakfast, and it is absolutely free to you vets at all the Dolly's locations. Thanks again. Everything Jim Webb does for the community, and Webb Weekly, 60,000 households. And, of course, C&I Boiler Repair Company. Now, Dave Conklin, Lushy corrected me. Of course, I didn't correct me, but he said Dave played for Williamsport. But you've got guys that we did their games. You've got Tim and Jeff Conklin, Brett and Nick and Matthew Conklin, part of the Warrior team this year. C&I Boiler Repair Company, solid company supporting Warrior athletics. They've been doing it here and locally since 1977. Morris Bauer and the team, turnkey construction with the Extreme Kitchen Makeover, the premier general contractors in our area. And we'll thank some more of the sponsors coming up. Big time 77-yard drive engineered by K.J. Riley. They're going to squib it, trying to keep it away from Young. Going to be picked up by an upback for the Warriors. Going to dive over the 30 and out to the 31-yard line. That time on the return for the Montoursville Warriors. And it's going to be Caden Frame, number 9. We'll bring it back. So now the Warriors have got to set up. You're only up 7 right now. Let's see what they do with their offense.
And every time this has happened, they've scored quickly, and let's see if they can drive one down the field and what they can get out of it.
They've got Dylan Young, top of the screen, man-to-man coverage with Carson Persing. Dylan Bennett, fake jet sweep, comes straight ahead, hard, running up the middle. Heath Jones for about a 9-yard gain to the 40 and close to the 41. It'll be a little shy. Gabe Benjamin, a saving tackle from his linebacker spot, number 57. Good, solid run of 9 yards. Going to bring up second down 1.
Good run, good first down run on this possession, and they could actually try a nice pass here because they're going to pick up the first down most likely on the next play.
You've got Delana again in the gun. They fake jet sweep, and Delana runs it himself for the first down, giving them a different look. Maddox Delana's a pocket passer. He hasn't run the ball much all year. And, when you're 6'2", 240, and JC said, you're going to see Delana and Bennett touching it more in this ball game. Gabe Benjamin again makes a tackle for the Ironman. 21-14 our score in this game. The winner will play Archbishop Carroll from down in the Philadelphia area. And we're hearing it could be up this way, or will they meet halfway? We'll wait and see. We did not have the word on that. Bennett. Take it off that jet sweep. Dylan Bennett down the sideline, 35-30 and out of bounds to the 28. And Bennett's athleticism. Zach Gordon, a saving tackle, but a hold could bring it back. And boy, I'll tell you, get Dylan Bennett in the open field at 6'4", 220, and JC said, hey, we've got to put it in the hands of our top athletes on this team. And it's going to be a hold. It's coming back after a 25-yard run. Boy, does that hurt. Man, that's tough, and it may have been Dylan Young that held his man. Going to be coming back. Ben Reichley, you had a chance to see it, and it looks like, I think Mike Brennan was looking at that hold down there.
I might have reached in and pulled the flag from the official. It was that close.
Yeah, right.
No, receivers get out there on the island. They're doing the best they can. However, it was a hold, and it was on the Danville side. But Montoursville is looking very good. Their offensive line looks very good on this drive.
It will be a first down and 6 here. They fake jet sweep. Delaney goes up top. Young goes up and a little too tall. Incomplete. That time he had some coverage out there by Danville, and Jack Smiley, who is that other corner, number 20, was with him man-to-man, and just a little bit too high, or that would have been 6 points to Dylan Young.
Well, Young ran a nice post pattern there, and you can see his speed. I mean, he opened it up. He had a gap. The ball was just a little bit overthrown. It wasn't a bad pass, but just wasn't a completed pass.
Danville has cut it to 7 here in the second half, 21-14 for the District 4 3-8 title. If you watch live from Memorial Stadium, they fake jet sweep. They come straight ahead to Heath Jones again, and Jones hard running to the 50, but it's going to bring up third down. Heath Jones is only 5'8", 160. Mason Raup comes over to make the tackle, and he's been their leading tackler for this team the last 2 seasons. Had 100-plus tackles as a freshman a year ago. Some reason, Mason Raup, just a guy that has a nose for the football. What a career he's had already. And he's, again, only a sophomore for this team. 5'11", 180, and a sophomore. Third down in about 4. Young comes to this near side. Out of the gun, they put Signor up there at the tight end spot. Jet sweep, fake, throwing down here. The ball is batted down and up in the air, going after it. Ian Persing, I think, was the guy that may have gotten a hand on it, knocked it up in the air. That's a big defensive play for Danville.
Really big defensive play. They had Young open. He ran a skinny post, and it would have been very near the first down. And if not, he could have run for it. It was there. He just couldn't make the connection.
Dylan Young, who has kicked the ball well, he's going to punt it here, and he's a good punt. They've got a couple of people back deep for the Danville Ironmen. Ian Persing and his younger brother Carson Persing, who's been the leading receiver for this football team the last 2 seasons. Boy, does he kick that well. Driving him back, he bobbles it, better get on it. Ian Persing will drop on it at about the 8-yard line after a 43-yard spiral punt put up in the air, and great hang time that time for the defense to respond. Great punt by Dylan Young. Game of the week brought to you by Liberty Arena. And a great thing about Liberty Arena, the Chaos Fun Zone, they're now open 7 days a week. The Turf Sport Leagues are back. Chaos Fun Zone, they're going to be watching Penn State at Score Sports Bar Grill this afternoon with all the great food, the Mile High nachos and the goodies, and the Fly World Trampoline Park, Liberty Arena. 21-14 our score in this ball game. And now Danville trying to engineer a 93-yard drive. KJ Riley, 4-year starter. We've seen a lot of him these last 4 years. So is their opponents. Nothing doing there. Stauffer gets stopped in his tracks, and a good solid hit down the middle by coming over to make the play. C.J. Signor, 47, comes over from his linebacker spot. Linebackers Dylan Bennett, C.J. Signor, and Heath Jones are really active. Coming out of that defense, that 4-3 they play. Second down and 10. Bennett yelling some instructions up there on the defensive side. Heard he was dinged up, but I haven't seen it today. He was going to be a big key in this game. He scored 2 touchdowns. Riley, second and 10 out of the gun. Back near his own goal line. Throwing out here deep. He's got a man there. Dressler runs under, incomplete. Double coverage. He had Fenner and Nick Reeder with him stride for stride. Might have had a step, and it brings up third down and 10. And right now, Mike Brennan does not want to make a mistake against this Warrior team. Remember the last time they played, they were in this situation. He lofted one out here. Who stepped in front? Dylan Young returned it for a pick 6. That was back in October. Third down, 10. Riley's got trips. Top of the screen, this side, Jagger Dressler. Let's see if they work on Marco Polizzi, the sophomore cornerback, number 3. Montoursville Warriors right now, they talked about for a moment like they might call a timeout. I don't think anybody did. And now they're going to wave whatever off get back to play with 3rd down 10. Big play. We got a long way to go. 5:24 left here in the third. Warriors were up at halftime, 21-7. Riley on 3rd down. Quick snap. Throws out here. That ball is caught by Persing. But the Warriors staying home, run him down. Signor was there. Fenner was there. Heath Jones is there. All coming over to make that play. And now they're going to have to punt it. And right now you're playing great field position.
You know, Montoursville has been very close to the punter on almost every punt now. You
don't want to rough him.
Riley knows how to kick the ball, and he knows what he's looking for. But you get so close to him, now you could rough him, but you could also get a block here.
And, of course, K.J. Riley averages 45 yards a punt, and he's been right around that today. Boy, can he kick it. Booms it again, Young, and it takes another big-time Ironman bounce all the way back here to the 44-yard line. Again, 46-yard punt, no return, and the Warriors have pretty good field position as we come back. Game of the week brought to you by BJ's, M Street Tavern, and Oyster Bar. The only authentic oyster bar in the region, Danville and Sealands Grove, one of our favorite places. Award-winning burgers, dry-aged steaks. Love that Chicago steak, the St. Louis ribs at BJ's. Want to thank some of the other folks that have helped us in this broadcast. To make this broadcast and the PIAA possible, Gary Hare, a Montoursville guy, and Brewster's Real Ice Cream. 30-plus fresh flavors, and get them catering from Brewster's. Running the football on 1st down. Heath Jones. He's going to get about 2 yards. Mason Raup comes over to make another tackle for Danville. As the Warriors right here, you don't get the feeling that 21 is going to be enough to win this football game. Not the way this has been going. They are up 21-7 at the half, and right now wanting to put together a big-time drive. Last time they played, they had 2 defensive touchdowns, both by Young. They've got one today on a pick 6 by Dylan Bennett that started the game in the first period. Coming out of the gun. He's got Jones right to his right. He puts Bennett in motion. They fake the jet sweep. They come back to Bennett in space. He eludes one, dives for a first down. That time, Ian Persing was there, but Dylan Bennett's athleticism at 6'4", 220 was able to stiff-arm him, get around him, and get enough for a first down. That's why you want that guy touching the ball. Big play.
Absolutely. That was a nice call. Well, Danville right now is on the spot. They cannot let Montoursville drive down here and score because we're down to 3.5 minutes in the third quarter. So there's not a lot of time left in this ballgame to play catch-up football.
They've got Young this side. He's got one for 62. They come back the other way, slipping it to Dylan Bennett. Staying home, making the tackle that time, coming over. And it's going to be Brady Hill. He's played a good game. 52, the defensive end, comes over to make the play. And Bennett was able to get a couple yards off that play. He doesn't make that play. Bennett's got a big run.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the front of Danville right now is being stretched. They're running to the sideline, and then off tackle, and you just don't know where that ball's at. What they got to do is they just got to get some penetration and do their best.
Straight ahead is going to be Maddox Delaney. He's going to reach for extra yardage. He's going to come up short. And Delaney keeping the football and, of course, giving him a little bit more to think about. He's had some good runs. Gabe Benjamin has had a good game at his linebacker spot, number 57. He's a junior, 5'11", 180, makes that tackle. Now the Warriors faced with a big third down play.
Yeah, and it's a big third down play for both teams. The Warriors need another score, and Danville needs a stop.
Yeah, no question. You've got Fanner and Lepley top of the screen. Young this side. Back to pass. Out of the gun. Throwing to the outside. Lepley the catch, but not enough for a first down. Good hit from the backside at the 39-yard line. Carson Persing makes the tackle from his cornerback spot. It brings up fourth down. And you're in 4-down country right now, and you're in a position right here. What's the call going to be? As they've got the football at the Danville 39 with 1:55 left in the third period. This is the Rennie Rhode Armel All-State Game of the Week. Watch here anytime. WebWeeklyLive.com, CableSportsLive.com. We got it linked to Facebook and today to YouTube. Again, a little bonus they were able to do at the last minute again, as we did last week. 4th down and 5. Big play, Warriors up 7. Delana back to pass. Sets, throws, launches it, looking for Reeder. Nick Reeder over his head. Incomplete. Gabe Benjamin, and the Montoursville fans wanted a push by Benjamin, and no flag came out. They got separation to Reeder off that, but he overshot him, or that was 6 points to Nick Reeder, number 21. And now the Warriors cough it up on downs at the 39-yard line. They got to play some defense now.
Well, Delana took a hit after he threw that pass. I didn't actually see the hit. I just saw the reaction afterwards, but they felt that should have been a penalty that wasn't called. So, yeah, good field position. This is confidence in your defense when you go for it in that situation.
Double wide top of the screen. Dressler this side. They've got Wynn and Persing at the top. They come I this time with Ian Persing, the fullback. And now they're going to get a false start against Danville's going to back him up. They're running tailback now, and they've come back with Ty Stauffer, who did not start the game, but coming back from that collarbone fracture. Last time they played, Mike Brennan went into this ball game not knowing who was going to play tailback.
K.J. Riley is limping on his right ankle,
First down, 15. Coming out of the eye this time, trying to get something going. They screen it out here to the right. Jagger Dressler runs past a man for a first down run to midfield and out. Let's see where they put it down. He's not going to get the spot I thought he would, but it will be just enough for a first down back at the 49-yard line. Marco Polizzi giving him a lot of room out there for that little flip play, and I think they'll take advantage of that all day long.
Yeah, and Ben Reichley just was talking and said that down on the sideline, he says he thinks they need to put more pressure on Persing. And I.
Oh, you're talking
agree.
Riley. You're talking.
Riley. I was Riley.
Riley, because he's getting a little gimpy right now.
Yeah, he is.
Riley back to pass. At that time, they throw to the outside again. Young, they missed the tackle, slowed him down, and finishing it off for the Montoursville Warriors. Zach Smallhopper comes out of his defensive end spot to run him down, make the play. Dylan Young nearly had him. Right now, you get the feeling that with these little screen left, screen right, that you get the feeling that Riley's setting something up down deep.
Yeah, and it could be. It also could be that he's doesn't have the mobility he has, and he's sitting in the pocket, and he's a little uncomfortable there, and that's what Ben Reichley was talking about. You know, you make him uncomfortable in that pocket, force him to do what he's not able to do, and that's a good defensive strategy.
33 in the clock in the third. Out of the gun, Riley trying to bring the Ironman back. Pump fake, slant over the middle, out of the hands of Dressler. Incomplete. Polizzi with him, and from the backside, Dylan Bennett was with him. Keeping an eye on a dangerous Jagger Dressler, and they stop the clock with 24 seconds left in the third. 21-14 Montoursville, who led by 14 at the half. 77-yard drive. Engineered by Riley, cut the lead to 7 here in this third period. For the District 4 AAA title, Danville 6-1, lone loss to Montoursville. They are number 10 in the state. The Warriors are number 4. Central Valley is the number 1 team. Wyomissing number 2. Riley. Pressure coming, stepping up, throws to the outside, puts it out here, incomplete. That time Heath Jones was guarding Ian Persing and threw it over his head. But the pressure that Ben talked about down low, making him uncomfortable, made him force that pass and hurry his throw.
Absolutely. Now you're going to see a punt, and they're going to try to put Montoursville back, but they better have some good coverage because they got 2 good guys back there returning the ball.
Ian Fenner and Dylan Young are back deep. Riley, who has averaged 45, he fumbled the ball and Fenner fell on it. Boy, he should have been down. Danville ball. Isaiah Fenner did not put it away. Wow. Fenner called for the fair catch, slipped, fell on it, and the ball squirmed out again. Recovered Jagger Dressler, and now with 10 seconds left, the mistakes that come back to haunt you. And now Danville again. Here's a look at it again. Fair catch called. He fumbled it, and then when he dropped on it, the ball squirmed out of his hands. He didn't put it away, and who's there? Jagger Dressler. And here come the Ironmen for a chance to tie this game, and a huge break for Danville. 10 seconds left, third period. Riley out of the shotgun's going to run it himself. Riley with a football runs over a man and out to the 10 and down to the 9-yard line. That time Nick Reeder comes over to make that play. And that is it. That is the end of the third period. We got a ball game. Danville is right on the doorsteps of tying the game. We'll take time. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week, 21-14 Warriors. Rich Road Armel, car insurance so important, but you've got a different plan for people that have a different schedule in life, and that's changing every day.
Well, nowadays with everybody working from home, here out of our agency, we offer what's called MileWise, where you pay as you go. So the individual that drives less, they will have lower insurance rates due to that fact.
That makes sense in today's changing times. Rennie Road Armel, Allstate Insurance.
A lot's changed in 30-plus years, but one thing remains the same. When you're ready for a new car or truck, count on the Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals. With 800 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, you'll find exactly what you want at the price you need. So while trends come and go, you'll always find the same incredible selection and savings you expect from the Fairfield family. With 5 locations in Central PA, Fairfield Auto Group for fantastic deals.
Gary Crispin, Babe Mayer, Ben Reichley, and our cable sports crew. Captain Mike Strunk down in the truck. We've done a lot of these games, but boy, yeah, you talk about some fun. 21-14 our score, and a fumbled fair catch by Isaiah Fenner, who fell on it, and then it squirmed loose again. And Jagger Dressler at the 10. It's second and goal, 6-yard line. Here we go.
I'm not so sure that was a fumble or a good call. But I wasn't close enough to really see it. I thought
Riley,
maybe the ball was dead.
Option, pitches. Zach Gordon's got the ball. Try to get through a man that doesn't gain much. May have lost a yard. Back to about the 9-yard line. Warriors come up and make that play. Zach Schmalhofer has made a big plays all day long. Number 45 from his defensive end spot. 6'1", 180, but plays bigger than that. Third down, goal at the 5. Ironman trying to come down here and tie this ball game up. They bring Persing in with the play. Keep an eye on him. They're very quick. He runs great routes as a young sophomore wideout who led them in receptions a year ago, and he's doing the same this year. You got Dressler right off the wing. Gordon back there with Riley. Big play. Riley, pressure coming. Rolls out. They got him. Still throw it up for grabs, and the ball is incomplete. And boy, that was dangerous right there. That ball could easily have been picked off, and Riley didn't want to take the sack. Thought he had a man down near the goal line, and he had Ian Persing 4 down there who dove for the ball. But boy, that ball could have been picked off by several Warriors. And Fellinger and Schmalhofer put the pressure on and got a hold of him and brought him down. And they're going to come out here for the field goal attempt you would expect. And you know who's kicking, K.J. Riley. He's got 3 field goals on the year. Going to be a 25, 26-yard attempt. Does it all for this team. Snap is back, kick is up, kick is dead, solid, perfect. And we've got a game with 11:04 left. They get points out of it. We'll take time out. 21-17 Warriors. We'll take a break and thank our sponsors that have made this possible again today. Our special sponsors that have come in to cover the heavy District 4 PIAA rights fees. And we want to thank them for this ball game today. Game of the week is brought to you by Dr. Greg Fisher, New Horizon Chiropractic Center, where your need is their concern. They'll do a great job. If you've got aches and pains, great guy to call. Dr. Greg Fisher, a big supporter at New Horizon here in Montoursville for nearly 30 years. And by Burger Septic. And they take care of all the portable toilet needs, and they're pumping out for commercial and residential. They do it all at Burger Septic. And, of course, Jim Webb, Webb Weekly. They do a great job with their publication every week, Tuesday or Wednesday. I get it. A lot of interesting things and loads of great advertisers. And Jim and CI of Dolly's Diner and Loyal Sock Lancer coaching fame putting on a Veterans Day free breakfast for vets at all Dolly's locations this coming Wednesday, Veterans Day. We'll thank more of the sponsors, but they've really helped make this possible, along with the folks that are with us every single game in our 34th season. Little knuckleball, kick back to the Warriors. Lead's been cut to 4. Marco Polizzi's got the football, runs it back to the 34-yard line, and now the blue and gold have it on offense as we have 10:58 to play for this District 4 title.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the hot men from Danville did not get down there quick enough, and as a result, they get a good return out of this and some good field position. Now, that Danville gave up an opportunity right there. They had the ball deep in Montoursville territory. Give credit to the Montoursville defense. They stood tough, forced them into a field goal. Montoursville still has the lead.
I like that they got points out of it, though, because there was no guarantee you're getting it against that defense. Yeah, I like the call. They put Fenner in motion. Toss, right side, Heath Jones. Trying to get to the outside. Just great lateral pursuit. And coming over to make that play that time going to be Mason Raup. Hard to get around Raup. 5'11", 180. 100-plus tackles as a freshman. He had 14 against Lewisburg this year. Averages a dozen a game coming in, with 80-plus coming in on this shortened season in only 7 games. Second down, 8. Maddox Delana showing you that ability to run the football. That was another wrinkle they knew they needed to put in. Dylan Bennett playing off this wing. He's been a threat. He scored twice, once in offense, once in defense. Fenner, jet sweep fake, throwing low, incomplete. That time, good coverage. Jack Smiley had covered him well, and Dylan Young had to go down low, and now you're looking at 3rd down, 8.
And you don't want to give the ball back to Danville.
No, they're hot right now.
The thing is that with Danville, Riley is one play, and Riley can hit a deep ball and take over the lead here. So you want to keep the ball in your hands.
Yeah, KJ may be a little dinged up right now, but he made a huge throw to Jagger Dressler that got down to the 1-yard line, setting up a score, and then a botched punt that they made him pay for. Back to pass off that jet sweep fake. Delana's got time. Throwing down here. He's looking for Young. Can't get there. Young drew the attention of 3 Ironman defenders and couldn't run to the ball that time. It's going to be incomplete at 4th down and 8. And you're in a position here, you've got to punt this football away.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, that play worked perfect. I mean, Montoursville blocked well. The quarterback had a lot of time to throw. It took a long time for Young to get across the field to this side, and they just didn't make the connection. But that was a good call, and that was a good executed play by them, other than the connection.
The 2 Persing brothers are back. Kicking it, Ian Persing. He fumbles it, picks it up, and then gets knocked right back down as he caught it on the run at about the 37-yard line. Good coverage by Nick Reeder, number 21, and KJ Riley coming back. And now here comes KJ Riley, 6'1", 200-pounder. A lot of PSAC schools. Holy Cross is taking a good look at him. Game of the week brought to you by Pudgy's Pizza, Wings and Subs. Well, I tell you, what a great cheesesteak they had. Last night we had Pudgy's, just a plain cheese pizza. It is delicious. I went to Montoursville last night and got it to go. Great to have Pudgy's here in the borough. And Pudgy's since 1981, like Cumming Creek Road. Pizza, wings, subs, they do it all. Pudgy's here in the Savoy Plaza. 1st down and 10. Coming out of the pistol this time. Running with the football, Ty Stopper, and a good tackle that time. C.J. Signor, the linebacker, makes a play for maybe a yard gain. All right, well, let's see if they even give him a yard on that. Good defensive play.
The tougher the going goes, the tougher Signer gets. I mean,
yeah, he's tough.
They have a 4-point lead here. A touchdown would give the lead back to Danville, and Signer steps up and makes a big tackle there, maybe a half-a-yard gain.
Coming and gun. They load him up, trips on the right side. This time they're going to put Gordon out to pass. They're going to throw to Zach Gordon, incomplete, and the flag comes out. Put Gordon in motion. And I don't know if they're going to say he moved a little bit too soon. He moved out of his backfield spot, put him in motion. He goes, they throw to him out of the backfield, incomplete, threw a little bit high. We'll see what the call's going to be.
Well, we know this is going to go against Danville. They're backing up, and it could be a hold also.
Yeah, see what that call will be with 9:13 left in this game. The winner of this game would play Archbishop Carroll.
Third down.
There's a legal motion.
Penalty declined. Third down 10.
Had to be with the back out of the backfield. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Gordon.
Yeah, maybe he kept moving forward. I think that's what it was.
Yep, I think he jumped a little too soon, and you're right. He did not stay in motion. Third down 10. Big play defense for the blue and gold. 37-yard line, K.J. Riley running the show for the Ironman. Back to pass. Pump fake. Throws middle screen. Dressler falls down and covered well. Thad Anderson, 58, was right there. He had nowhere to go.
On top of
Big play.
I thought that play may work because they had a good rush on, but Anderson did a great job of getting over there and getting in the middle of things.
No question. Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week. And boy, having fun doing this big Warrior game tonight. We saw these teams October 2nd, and we had a feeling. We knew they were going to be playing again. This time for all the marbles in District 4 as the Warriors try to win 3 in a row in 3A. Punting it away. High snap. Pressure coming. That time Young's going to say, let's let him down it. Shorter punt with the pressure coming and the high snap, and the ball's going to be down at the 31-yard line. His shortest punt of the day at 34 yards.
Well, yeah, he's lucky he's left-footed, or he wouldn't have got that off.
Game of the week brought to you by the gang at Brewster's Real Ice Cream. 30-plus fresh flavors made fresh every day. Get a pint, get a quart, get a half gallon, get it to go. And homemade waffle cones, the best. And then get the catering done. If you've got a business and you want to thank your employees, or you've got a school promotion or a fundraiser, or even weddings, birthday parties, they do all the parties. Brewster's Real Ice Cream. They do a great job. Gary Hare, the owner, a Montoursville grad back in the 80s.
The center, Hunter Hanner, and his offensive line teammates have done a great job so far. Right now, they need to do that same job and make something happen. 8:19 left to go here in the fourth, and you're not going to get many more possessions.
Now, you want to make it happen here, and boy, I tell you, if you're the Warriors, I think you feel like you need another score. No question. In a game where you're up against Riley and that veteran QB and that outstanding Danville team. 21-17, 8 1/4 left to play in this football game for a District 4 title on a gorgeous day. 70 degrees and sunny at Memorial Stadium. Trying to get something going up front. They go straight ahead to Signor, the fullback, for about a yard, and that's it. Of course, and there's a play that I'm looking at again. Remember, they had Signor open on a play. He's an outstanding pass receiver. He's always one of their top 2 or 3 pass receivers for this team. He made the sacrifice, remember, jumping to center when they had all those guys hurt in the offensive line.
Yeah.
And then jumped back to play in the second half against Loyalsock when they had those injuries. Signor, though, he's a guy you could slip free. And they had him open on a play. Let's see if they might go to him. Second down, 7. Toss. They've come back to Signor on a counter and didn't fool anybody. Everybody looking for him. Signor is just run to the sideline. They're going to lose about 2 yards on that play. Persing is there. Mason Raup is there. And also Jagger Dressler. And Tyler Simas, 53, the nose guard at 6'2", 245. and a senior, and now you're looking at 3rd down and about 7.
And I'll tell you what, another great tackle by Danville. They get down low. That time the guy's going east and west, and that's when you can make your best hits. Took his hips away and gets thrown for a loss.
3rd down 10. Trips top of the screen. Delaney back to pass. Backside pressure coming. Got to scramble, and they got him. And who has him? Mason Raup. Mason Raup comes to get him, and then Delaney had nowhere to go with it. And now you see the momentum change, and you talk about the swagger of the Danville Ironmen.
Yes.
That gets them all the way back to the 24-yard line. Confidence now in their defense. Wow. 4th down and a mile, and they're going to punt it back, and they're going to get great field position with 7:15 to play, and Carson Persing is back deep for the Ironman. He's dangerous. You know, if not a speed demon, which he's not, he's really quick and elusive, and he runs great routes as a receiver. And Young did not like that one, kicked it off the side of the foot. The worst punt of the day. A short punt and a short field for the Danville Ironmen with 6:54 to play in the football game.
Well,
wow.
He had a lot of pressure coming at him from this side of the field. And Mason Raup, of course, was the guy that was giving the pressure. And it may have distracted him, and he missed the ball.
Game of the week, 6-yard punt, babe. Game of the week brought to you by a good buddy of ours, Dr. Dave Raymore, General Cosmetic Dentistry. They do all the state-of-the-art techniques, and you've got to give them a call. Taking new patients on every day. Dr. Dave Raymore, big supporter of cable sports in the game of the week. Now, short field, 31-yard line, 6-yard punt, play action fake, bootleg right. Riley puts it on the hip, throws, end zone. Backside throw, touchdown. What a catch, Carson Persing. That is huge. Carson Persing, back shoulder throw, backside of the end zone. They make him pay from 31 yards out, and Danville has their first lead of this football game, 23-21, with 6:44 to play in the game. That is pure Riley and pure Carson Persing.
You know, Riley got to that corner, and I wanted to say to myself, run it. You can get a big gain out of this, never thinking that he could put that ball in there with tight coverage on him.
And he threw it to the outside shoulder, and the only place he could catch it with Polizzi with pretty good coverage that time. And now the conversion try for the 3-point lead. It's up, it's good, and we've got 6:44 to play, and the Warriors have to play catch-up football if they're going to hold on to the District 4 crown. Danville 24, Montoursville 21. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger. River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. You know, we've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Well, a short field, a bad punt, 31 yards, and a touchdown. And K.J. Riley, the veteran QB, the record breaker in Danville, and he made him pay. And Carson Persing, one of the best receivers we've seen in a long, long time, made a tremendous catch, corner of the end zone, and now the ball is bobbled by Polizzi. You got to hold on to it here because momentum has changed. Marco brings it back and gets belted at the 15. A lot of white and orange jerseys. And now Montoursville is going to have to drive at least 85 yards if you're going to come down here and win the game. You got a lot of time, 6:35, but you've got to make some plays right now because momentum has made a big swing.
Yeah, it sure has. And this Danville team is got its swagger now. And neither of these teams could get into a rhythm except it's slowly edged over to Danville. Let's see if it edges over the other way.
Danville has tossed a second-half shutout. Remember, Montoursville led at the half 21-7. Out of the gun, Delana gets hit from behind, and what a hit from behind that time coming to make the play is going to be Brady Hill, the defensive end. That's going to be a hit from the backside on Delana, looking deep, and that ball just went into the turf. And a near sack, and boy, talk about a hurry. Second down 10. Right now, that protection's starting to break down. The Warriors trying to play catch-up ball here. They need a big play. 6:30 to play in this football game. Everybody felt pretty good at halftime, but boy, when you've got Riley and company making plays, Warriors, I think, are going to call timeout. And why don't we thank our sponsors again, making it possible for this big PIAA District 4 game. We'll keep it right here. And the folks, Jim Webb, Webb Weekly, WebbWeeklyLive.com, and we mentioned Veterans Day. Jim Webb, along with CI and Dolly's, they team up for Veterans Day to say thank you for your service to all veterans with a free All-American breakfast at all 3 Dolly's locations this coming Wednesday. Saluting the vets. Thanks to Jim and Webb Weekly. And the game brought to you by the Conklin family, C&I Boiler Repair. From 1977, Dave Conklin got it underway. And boy, I'd say second-generation owners are Tim and Jeff. The third generation working up through. Big part of Montoursville roots here. Tim, Jeff, Brett, and Nick all played football for Montoursville. I guess Dave played for Williamsport, and Matthew is currently on this team, C&I Repair. They wish the Warriors the best. And by Morris Bauer and the gang, Turnkey Construction. Friday we'll find out who the big winner is, and the work will begin for the Extreme Kitchen Makeover. They do it all. Residential, commercial, remodels. Did a great job at my house on a master bathroom, Turnkey Construction. Here we go, second down, 10. Warriors after the timeout. That would mean, I believe, they have one more timeout left. 6:30 to play in the game. They put Bennett in motion. They fake inside off the play action. Pressure coming. Delana throws to the outside, and Young coming back for the ball. Looked to make his move before he put it away, and now it's incomplete. And when you start thinking and you got your back against the wall, that's when the balls start dropping the other way. There is a flag on that play, babe. Got to be, as Ben Reichley telling us down below, a sideline warning against the Danville Ironmen. Third down 10. You got your back against the wall now with 6:23 left in this football game.
Boy, Delana did a good job of fighting things off, getting out to the outside on that pass. And if the pass was thrown, it wouldn't have been a first down, but it would have been close to a first down and sets you up for this down right here. So this is a big third down for Montoursville.
Big play. Big. Are you kidding? Third down and 10. They've got 6:23 left. Jet sweep, they fake. Delana sets up. They're coming after him. Brady Hill had him. He still scrambles. Tyler Simus, as they flip the ball out, and the ball came out of there. Dylan Bennett caught it in midair, and the Ironmen are going to hold. It was first Brady Hill and then Simus, number 53, that got him, and then Ian Persing jumps on Dylan Bennett, and they finish him off. And not a good series deep in your own territory, and now the Ironmen are really feeling good with a 3-point lead, and they're going to get the ball back with 5:49 left. And you've got to punt it away here. You got a lot of football left to play. But, boy, things have gone badly in the second half for Montoursville.
They sure have, and that was a bad series, maybe the worst of the game.
Yeah, remember they had a 6-yard punt that set things up. Short field, 31-yard touchdown. Pass from Riley to Carson Persing. That ball is going to give Danville a short field again as he kicks it back to the 47, a 34-yarder. And now the Ironmen probably going to try to use some clock, but boy, when you've got a guy like Riley feeling pretty good, Don't be surprised if they come back downfield. Game of the week brought to you by Bob and the gang at BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar. And if we were in Danville doing this game, you know we're heading to BJ's after the game. Baby back ribs put them on the map. The Chicago steak, now the St. Louis ribs, and the only authentic oyster bar every day. Danville, Selinsgrove, the best BJ's. First down and 10. Ironman trying to win their first District 4 title in a number of years. KJ Riley puts it on the hip, runs it ahead, gets a pretty good gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards. And Zach Schmalhofer comes over to make the tackle as they're running clock with 5:10 left in this football game. What's turned out to be a beautiful day here in central Pennsylvania.
And you can't waste a timeout right now if you're Montoursville. There's just a little bit too much time on the clock, and what they need is a defensive stop.
They got a defensive touchdown to start this game and an interception return by Dylan Bennett. Whistle and a flag. And it might be a false start. Wait and see against Danville. It's going to be. They're going to set it back 5 yards. And right now you're trying to milk as much clock as you can with 4:42 left in this football game. We say congratulations to the Jersey Shore Bulldogs that shut out Shamokin 54-0. We did that game to start this season, September 11th. And Jersey Shore and Tom Gravish getting ready. I believe they're playing Crestwood in their ball game. We're going to be keeping an eye on them in the playoffs. As the Warriors of Montoursville right now trying to come back down 3 in this game, but they do not have the ball. Danville 2nd down and 10. Riley. They're going to give to Zach Gordon. Nobody there on that little delay. So Gordon, a first down run inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. And that is huge. And now you're in a position with certainly Dylan Young a saving tackle. You're in a position now with 4:14 left and great field position. You've got the arm and the leg of KJ Riley, who kicked a 25-yard field goal earlier. They cut it to a 4-point game, and then Riley on a short field threw a tremendous throw, and the back shoulder catch by Carson Persing for the lead. They've got Persing top of the screen. This side, they go with Wynn and Dressler. Coming to the gun, they bring Jagger Dressler, made a big catch, set up a touchdown earlier in motion. They roll that way. They come right back to Gordon, and Zach Gordon, who took over the tailback spot for the injured Ty Stauffer, who finally came back and played a little bit today. He's the guy that will replace him as quarterback of this Ironman team the next 2 years, and he's a good athlete.
All right, now Danville's got to stop worrying about the clock right now, and they've got to focus on keeping their foot on the pedal and keep pushing it in, because a touchdown would come close to putting this game out of reach, except for a long play by Montoursville coming back. But it's not going to be a good driving situation. We're going to go under 3 minutes before this ball snapped.
KJ Riley feeling pretty good. Play clock down to 5. Dressler in motion. He milks it right down to 3. Going to put it on the hip, run to the outside. Good run, Riley, inside the 15 and dive it ahead to about the 14-yard line.
And I'll tell you something. Riley is still limping on his left foot. He punts with that left foot. He kicks field goals with that left foot. He throws off his right foot onto his left foot when he throws a pass, and he's running the ball on that bad ankle. I mean, you talk about a warrior.
Yeah. Well, he's a warrior, right? He wants it badly. 4-year starter, all-time Danville record setter, and one of the great quarterbacks in recent memory in District 4 history. He's put up big numbers. He'll be playing somewhere next year, I guarantee you that. A lot of schools looking at him. First down 10. Warriors backs against the wall. Riley wants to take it himself. He wanted it, and he got it.
Wow.
A 14-yard run, KJ Riley, and that could be the spike in the heart of the Warriors. Wow, that is huge, and now they're down 30-21 in this ball game. That was pure, sheer effort by KJ Riley playing with a gimpy leg, runs in traffic, ran over a man and just stretched for the goal line and put it in. And Riley in a 14-yard run and a 47-yard drive. And now who's going to be the kicker? You know, K.J. Riley in a hold by Ian Persing. Trying to make it a 10-point game. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. We'll take time. 2:06 to play in this football game. It is a big turnaround. The Warriors have been shut out in the second half. It is Danville 31, Montoursville 21. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week.
For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves in our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, member serving members for 75 years. We are back, Memorial Stadium. What a shutout thrown in the second half by Danville. A 24-0 second half shutout at Montoursville when they trailed 21-7 at the half. As they kick it back, now 31-21. Danville, couple of minutes to play. Isaiah Fenner on the return, and Isaiah breaks a tackle and runs it out, but a flag is down. He's out to the 39-yard line. A total second half that did not go the Warriors' way. And when you see momentum and sheer desire, it was not epitomized any better than the run by K.J. Riley a moment ago, taking it on his shoulders for the team. A couple of runs, taking, running clock, and then a 14-yard run in the stretch at the goal line to try to put this game away. They're up 10, 31-21 with 2 minutes left, and the penalty against Montoursville. Man, and now you've got 2 minutes, and if you're going to do anything here, you've got to strike in a hurry. Crazier things have happened. They've got Young top of the screen, Delana back in the gun. They put Fenner in motion. Rolling out, pressure coming. Guy Benjamin puts it down the middle of Gabe Benjamin, I should say. Guy Benjamin played for Stanford, didn't he?
Yeah, I think you're right.
And but I say Gabe Benjamin's played a great game at linebacker 57, putting the heat on. That time, Delana has been hurried in the second half of this game where he had a lot of time in the first half.
Well, at that time he was hurried, and he threw a pass into double coverage, and luckily he threw it over everybody's head. But he's got to settle down. He can't turn the ball over here.
Yeah, Delana's been belted a lot, and it looks like he's right now hurt. You can tell he's holding on to his back. He's going to be really sore tomorrow. Really tough, this Montoursville Warrior team that lost the heart and soul of this team with Rocco Palizzi and Dylan Mall, and I know Batkowski before the season. Warriors going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout, too. 31-21 Danville. Let's take time. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State Game of the Week.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwhamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Jim Moff & Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff & Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff & Associates, moffandassociates.com. Minute 53 left in this District 4 AAA championship game. Warriors down 10. They've been shut out in the second half after leading 21-7 at halftime. Delana, he's taking a beating in the second half. And boy, I'll tell you, that ball, again, Delana gets belted, and Brady Hill was there, but also Mason Raup coming, putting pressure on, and Mason Raup just finished the play off as he was slowed down by Brady Hill, number 52, the defensive end. And they are feeling it in Danville, PA now with a minute and a half left. And the Warriors 3rd down and 15, and Danville on their way to a District 4 championship. And they've got a great coach in Mike Brennan.
And
There's no doubt, a great guy and a really good coach, and he feels really good about this team.
Mason Raup has played a whale of a game for Danville in the second half.
Yeah, he's tough. Delana, 3rd 15. They need it. Throws to the outside. Young overshot him. Gets belted by Persing from the backside. And it's 4th down, and you've got a minute left. And the blue and gold, you could just see the air going out of the Montoursville Warriors after a really inspiring first half they played.
Well, obviously, Delana right now, he's hurting, and he probably is not getting a good throw on the ball, and if it is his lower back, that's a tough way to throw.
By the way, KJ Riley, 15 out of 22 for 161. And Persing in this game has put up 7 for 74 and a touchdown. Back to pass, 4th down, throws back here. What a catch by Signor, but not enough for a first down. Just shy of a first down. CJ went out, made a great catch, but he comes up short at the 34-yard line. Or is it enough for the first?
No. Good mark.
Wow, hey, we'll take it. The Warriors get the spot. It appeared from here that he was a yard short, and if Montoursville's going to get the spot, the Warriors going to take that with 58 seconds left. And there's still a little life left after a tremendous catch by C.J. Signor. 1st down and 10, Warriors. Fenner in motion. In the gun, Delana, pressure coming. Stepping up, throws back here, Signor again, and the seniors got the football, spins, and got another first down to stop the clock. And he gets out to the 47-yard line. Boy, I'll tell you, they had him open on a play earlier today, and I would love to have seen them go back to it.
Yeah. Well,
1st down and 10, they spike the ball. They're going to stop that clock with 30 seconds, and that clock they should put a couple more seconds back in the clock. They didn't. The scoreboard up here, they didn't stop it quite on time. See if they put any time back. 30 seconds left in this game. Warriors are down 10. And they just look like the gas is out of them. They had an illegal substitution against Danville, and that's going to march that ball inside the 50. They've got it at the 48-yard line. 48-yard line with 30 seconds left in the ball game. Warriors trying to poke one more in and then maybe get the luck of a onside kick. Try to get it back, but right now you've got to get 7. Outside throw, short. Dylan Young didn't appear that he made that. It looked like it was
now that's a bad spot. He was beyond.
Did Dylan Young make that catch?
That was another bad spot.
That is a tremendous catch. I looked up and it looked like ball was in the ground. He went down and got it, and they're going to spike it again with 14 seconds. I can't believe Young went down and got that ball because he clearly threw it low, and that's a tremendous effort by Dylan Young. 12 seconds left in the game, and now the Warriors.
They're going to put some time on the clock. I think it was.
They should put.
Yeah.
They've got to put some time on the clock right now.
But Dylan Young, I thought was beyond that marker for a first down.
Yeah, I didn't even think he caught it. We're on the opposite side of the field, and it looked like it was incomplete, but he somehow got under it, made a great catch. They've got 3rd down and short at this stage of the game. They're not putting it on the clock right, but
there it is. 16 seconds.
16 seconds now on the clock. 3rd down short. You've got 2 plays to try to poke one in. Delana, pressure coming. throw is end zone up for grabs. It is caught and intercepted, and Zach Gordon's going to end the game. He's playing center field. Gordon made the pick, and the Danville Ironmen are going to be the District 4 3A champions with 6.8 seconds left. And they're going to win this ball game 31-21, and they threw a second half 24-0 shutout, coming from 2 touchdowns down to beat the defending 2-time champion Montoursville Warriors, undefeated and ranked number 4 in the state of Pennsylvania. Big win by Mike Brennan's team. And, babe, you hit it on our pregame show. Sometimes it's tough to beat a team twice, really good team twice in a year. But, boy, a lot of what-ifs to this Warrior team. And Danville, hats off to Mike Brennan and the Ironmen. They are the District 4 champions, and they're walking out of here with a gold medal, and they move on to the PIAA. That's a huge win for Danville. What a second half.
Yeah, they sure have. And that was just a whale of a second half for Danville. Montoursville owned the first half. Danville owned the second half, and then Montoursville just lost their swagger. I don't know. You can't explain it in the game of football. It happens over and over again. But great win for Danville. And I'll tell you what, to see that quarterback, Riley, move on to the next game is going to be worth watching, too.
Yeah, hats off to KJ. Wanted it so badly, the senior. And let's go down to let's go down to Ben. And Mike Brennan just got a Gatorade bath. Let's go down there. Mike is a little chilly right now, Ben.
Hey, that's a first for me. I didn't see that coming.
All right, Ben, take it away.
Okay, well, Coach, you just got a victory bath, but almost a tale of 2 games. 24-0 the second half. I think you like that game better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm so proud of these kids. I mean, the first half, a lot went against us. We were fatigued a little bit. They were pushing us around. We had a little heart-to-heart at halftime. We all dug deep. Every single guy in this team, whether they're a 4-year starter or whether they're a freshman, dug deep in the second half because that's a very good football team. We came up in the road. I'm just so happy for them. I'm so happy for our school and for our community.
Well, we thought, and with all due respect, we thought halftime was great for you because it was almost like you had a standing 8 count. You needed some time to regroup.
You're exactly right. We need to get in. We need to relax. We need to settle down. We need to know we're never out of a football game. They have total belief in one another. We have total belief in them, and I think that showed in the second half.
Nothing politically correct here, but number 1 is a stud.
No question. I mean, he gutted it out. He got stepped on early in the game. It's just all our guys just made that throw to Carson Persing to give us the lead was big time. Elite throw, and our kids fought. They fought and battled, and I'm so proud of KJ and all our guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, congratulations. Make a run in the state, and I'll tell you what, I think that cooled both of us off. But go celebrate with your team. Okay, Coach, thanks. And we'll try to grab number 1.
If you get Riley, that'd be great. Might be able to get KJ Riley, and we'll see if we can grab him because, boy, what a gutsy performance by KJ Riley in this football game. And all right, Ben, back to you and KJ Riley. What a performance.
We knew you weren't 100%, but you're probably 98.5.
Yeah. My early in the first half, I got my foot stepped on. It kind of gave me a couple problems throughout the game, but my boys, they told me, you got to get through this. We got to keep going. We're going to win this game. I believe them. Adrenaline got to me. Came out on the field, and we just came and did our thing out here in the second half.
Many differences in this year of football, but the big difference for you and the rest of your team was the new coaching staff.
The new coaching staff has been a blessing, to be honest. It's a long time coming. We have a great game plan going into every game, and we're just going to keep continuing going forward, and we're just going to be as good as we can be when we get going.
Well, I'll tell you what, all facets of the game, you were there today. An injury didn't stop you. Good luck in the playoffs. Make a run.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for cooling me off.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, guys. It was 2 games here, and Montoursville don't know what happened. I thought they just had Big Mo with them in halftime and thought they would come out and play Montoursville football. But, it shows Danville hung in there. If this was a fight, it went 15 rounds. Well, Danville took look around 10 to 15.
Yeah,
and
sure
they really put it on. And KJ Riley is an athlete. I mean, he's one, Gary, you and Babe can mark down in your 33 years, my 10 years. He would be up there probably in that top 10, no question about it.
Yeah, no doubt. And it really we've seen him over the years and the ups and downs in big games against not only Montoursville but Sauk. KJ Riley, the all-time record setter. You're going to go down as one of the greats in District 4 history. But playing hurt, and he just gave them all they had, and they win this ball game. And Mike Brennan, they've got a first-class coach. We've seen Mike when he was at Mount Carmel. Then he went over to Blue Mountain. I know Williamsport wanted him badly. I know Bob Gimbel was trying to get him to Williamsport years ago, and he went the other way, and then was at Hazelton. Really first-class guy, played for the Temple Owls in football, and was a great player in his own right. And I'm really happy for Mike Brennan. And but J.C. Kiefer runs such a class program at Montoursville, and those guys had to dig down deep without premier back Rocco Polizzi, who I think by far one of the best in all of Pennsylvania. He was averaging 200 yards every time he stepped on the field. And then you lose your other guy that is the game breaker in Dylan Mall. Betkowski before the season, a guy that we didn't really talk much about because he was another guy they lost. And Montoursville did what they had to do to try to patch it up. But today they ran into a Danville team that just took them out of their rhythm and wanted it more in the second half, led by KJ Riley, but also led by a great defense. Mason Raup and Gabe Benjamin and Brady Hill. Those guys played so well defensively for Danville. Zach Gordon played well, ran it well, and played well in the secondary, and he was a guy that will next year replace this quarterback, and they're not going to lose a whole lot. I'll tell you, Danville's a young team, but what a throw to Carson Persing, one of the great receivers and only a sophomore, made that back shoulder catch. You can't throw it any better, and you can't catch it better. That was the game breaker, and then that gave them the lead, and then they got the insurance when Riley wanted it so badly. Babe, they win it by 10, 31-21, the final score in this ball game. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back. We'll thank our sponsors again when we come back. And this is the Rennie Road Armor All-State Game of the Week. Danville has won it by 10, 31-21. They are District 4 3A titleists, and they move on to play Archbishop Carroll of the Philadelphia area next week. We'll take a timeout.
Jesse Davis.
Jim Fink, when it comes to life insurance, you're the man to come see at Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance. Jim, tell me why life insurance is so important for families and folks to have.
Gary, I'm glad you asked that. I actually ask our potential policyholders what they want their life insurance to do for them. That tells me what kind of life insurance they might need and how much life insurance they might need. Whether it be to take care of debt, whether to be provide a surviving spouse with income, to put their children through college. These are the things that matter most to our policyholders, and the reason why they have life insurance is based on what they want it to do for them. And it costs much less than what people think, and it's very important to have to make sure that you protect what matters most to you in life.
Absolutely. Protecting the family, it's all about life insurance. The man to talk to here at Rennie Road Armor Allstate Insurance, Jim Fink, for life insurance. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Jim Moff and Associates, you've been at it for 30-plus years. The biggest kick you must get is helping so many people out achieve the proper retirement.
Debbie, welcome to Moff Associates. We have about 40 years experience here, and we're going to have to come up with a game plan for your retirement, and we'll be able to make sure you have enough income for life.
Jim Moff and Associates, moffandassociates.com. Palco Federal Credit Union has served the area for over 75 years. Tom, Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you, Gary. We pride ourselves on our flexible, competitive loan products that we offer. We can finance houses, cars, boats. We offer a Visa card that's 8.9% fixed rate. Great products.
And I know your members love the online banking.
Absolutely. It's very easy to do. Just log on and you conduct all your business from your home.
Check it today. Palco Federal Credit Union, members serving members for 75 years. Hey, guys, we're back here at Biter's Furniture, mattress appliance since 1966. Big part of our town. Route 15, Montgomery Pike, Southside with Joe Biter. Joe, the best investment I've ever made when it comes to comfort, the ultimate luxury in a mattress. I had a bad night's sleep every night. Came here, you hooked me up with a Simmons Beauty Rest Platinum Firm, and I'm telling you, it was the best investment, best move I made. Thanks.
Right. Scary decision, right?
Yeah, well, and I knew I needed a good night's sleep, but you helped me pick out the right one.
Gary, buying a bed is one of the most difficult decisions a person has to make. It's scary. That's why they need to come here. We have over 40 beds. We have all the top name brands. Our staff is professionally trained. We've been in the business for 30 years, and just like you were nervous about the decision. It's a year later. How do you feel?
I feel like $1 million. Sleeping the best I have in recent memory. Well, I'm sleeping like a baby, but, I got to ask you now. Simmons Beauty Rest is one you have. How about the new things? I know there's some new ones here. Let's talk about that.
Serta Eye Comfort. No more needs to be said, right? Iconic in the bedding industry, so we brought that brand in this year. We have the new Tempur-Pedic Pro Adapt series, which is unbelievable. That was introduced last August. Unbelievable introduction. And now we have a brand called Chatham & Wells. People are going to shake their head. They're not going to know. But if they come in, this is the ultimate in luxury sleep. Jama wool imported from New Zealand, hand-tufted, Talalay latex, all of the great ingredients at a really affordable price.
Bottom line is the go-to place. And they've got the huge selection, 40 beds. Nobody has it like Biter's. Biter's Sleep Center, Route 15, Montgomery Pike, Southside. Joe, thanks again.
Thank you, Gary.
We've got more coming from Biter's. Don't go away. Everybody's talking about the new Chaos Fun Zone in the heart of downtown Williamsport, the go-to place for big kids and little kids and all kinds of fun. Chaos has everything from 12 brand spanking new boutique bowling lanes, the only laser tag venue in the area, over 40 arcade games to satisfy your inner gamer, indoor trampoline at Fly World complete with slam dunk hoops and dodgeball court. Perfect place for birthday parties and corporate events. And don't forget about the great food and fun and all the games at Scores Sports Bar and Grill inside Chaos, the premier sports destination with 12 beer taps and all kind of great rotating craft beers. Plus 15 HD screens and the NFL Sunday ticket for all the big games. And then the Liberty Arena for leagues and tournaments, clinics, and a variety of sports, including soccer, baseball, softball, and more. Don't miss it. It's Chaos, the Chaos Fun Zone, the hot new place in Central PA.
Why, the name is Furlinger, Bud Furlinger, River Valley Transit's original driver, date back to 1933. This baby goes back to 62. Sort of reminds me of my third wife, Shirley. You can see it here at the Peter Hurdig Transportation Museum. We've come a long way, but we still have the lowest discounted fares in the state. We cover the region from Jersey Shore to Hughesville. This is the new Church Street Transportation Center. And this baby is our new hybrid bus. River Valley Transit, dedicated to get you there.
Well, it was the tale of two halves in this football game. Fairfield for fantastic deals post-game show. Gary Crispin, Babe Bear, a sunny, warm day here in the low 70s. Beautiful day here in Montoursville, but it wasn't meant to be for the Warriors to three-peat for District 4 3A crown. It looked like it was going to be that way. They led at halftime 21-7. They've got a defensive touchdown out of Dylan Bennett, a tremendous 62-yarder Dylan Young, and then Bennett came in a wildcat situation, ran hard from 5 yards out down in the red zone. They led at halftime 21-7, and it was all momentum. And I think Ben Reichley made a great point to Mike Brennan during our post game a moment ago. It's almost like Danville needed to get to the locker room in a hurry. They're almost knocked out. Boy, do they come back strong second half.
Boy, they sure did. But on the other side of the fence, it was really amazing what happened to Montoursville. I mean, they dominated the first half of that ball game. Danville was lucky to get out of there only 14 points down. And, you're thinking, now what happened in the locker room with them? And that's what you can't explain. I mean, you see it happen in football over and over again, where momentum, all of a sudden, boom, and you watch it and you're going, wait, somebody's got to break this momentum. Somebody's got to hit a big play. And that's what Montoursville couldn't do, and that's what Danville kept them from doing.
Everybody talks about, turnovers, how big. Remember, there was a bobbled punt by Fenner. They jumped on it, short field, and scored right away. Quick flip to Dressler, got into the end zone. And also a short 6-yard punt that gave Danville a short field, and they made him pay immediately thereafter. A 31-yard touchdown pass, RVT big play. You don't throw it any better than KJ Riley to Carson Persing, the young sophomore wideout. Take a look at this play and take a look at this catch. Back shoulder, right corner, end zone. That is not your play, gentlemen. That's the last play. When you can dial that up, Mike, that's not the one we want to see. We want to see the touchdown pass. So let me know when you have it ready. That was the last one. That was just sheer hard running by KJ Riley to put this game away at the very end of this ball game. That was the dagger through your heart. That was the insurance that put you up 10 points and you win at 31-21. But Riley was gimpy all day. But the Danville defense then stiffened and started taking those plays away from Montoursville, and Montoursville couldn't stymie a whole lot. And Brady Hill coming off the edge, Mason Raup playing great football, and they really made some plays, putting the pressure on Maddox Delano.
Yeah, they sure did. And as a matter of fact, he took a pounding in that fourth quarter, and he was hurting at the end of the game. But you go back to Riley. I mean, he gets stepped on, as he said in the post-game show, early in the game. All right, he had it wrapped up. I saw it wrapping on his leg. It's his left leg. But again, I'll repeat this because it's unbelievable. He kicks off. He punts. He
kicked a field goal.
Kicked a field goal. That's right. Kicked a field goal. He runs the ball. He passes the ball. I mean, and he did it, and you could tell he was visibly limping throughout that game. And like I said, that's a real warrior. That's a senior leader, and I don't know who the quarterback's going to be next year.
It will be Zach Gordon.
And if it is Zach Gordon, then Zach Gordon is going to learn some lessons on Riley, because that was an effort that was unbelievable.
Do we have the play, guys? Let's see if we can see that RVT big play. This is the play that we were talking about, 31-yarder. And right after the short punt, back to pass. They're going to throw to that corner. Watch this catch. Wow. You don't write it up any better. Back shoulder throw, pretty well covered by Marco Polizzi. Carson Persing is a premier receiver and only a sophomore. He's really good. He's their leader last year, leader this year. Had 1,000 yards in receptions a year ago. And in a normal season, he's over 800 now. Had 7 for 74 yards, 31 on that play. That was your ball game as they took the lead. And that was big as the RVT big play. Total yards in this game, after the Warriors led 21-7 at the half, they get shut out 24-0 in the second half. Danville 279 to the Warriors 242. Riley 15 out of 22, 161. 2 touchdowns. He did have a pick six he threw to Dylan Bennett early in the game at a backside screen. The Warriors, a defensive touchdown, got on the board early on in this ball game. See if we have scores of other games. And really, you have scores of high school football last night. The only one we're really looking at right now, Muncie Indians and Steel High, and Steel High winning it. But look at that score, 50-43, the final score. Muncie Indians, District 4 Class A champs. They go down to Steelton High Spire, a team with all that tradition, always loads of athletes. That shows you, Coach Tatro, it goes to show you how good Muncie was this year. They bow out in the PIAA, but a tremendous effort against Steel High in that ball game.
That is, they were down by a bunch early on. And who's going to move on? Southern Columbia is going to move on. The Montgomery-Hughesville was just a regular season game. Jersey Shore will move on, and they are the only two that are going to move on. Montoursville with a 31-21 defeat here at Memorial Stadium.
Hey, we want to thank, again, I know we thanked him a lot, but I really appreciate it. All our sponsors mean so much. But let's thank the sponsors that chipped in to make this possible. PIAA rights fees for this ball game, very, very high for a District 4 title game when fans couldn't come to see the game. We had limited fans here. You had to watch it somehow, and we felt it was very important to do it. Jim Webb, couldn't do it without Jim and Webb Weekly and WebbWeeklyLive.com, where all the games are every week. And, of course, Jim and Ron Insinger, CI, doing the Veterans Day free breakfast at all Dolly's locations for you veterans. All-American breakfast coming up. That will be this coming Wednesday on Veterans Day. So, again, thanks to Jim Webb, and you can always watch our games right there. Special thanks, we'll run through the gang, the Conklin family, C&I Boiler Repair. Dave Conklin started it back in '77, and now, his sons played. You get Tim, you get Jeff, you get Brett, you get Nick, who I talked to on the phone the other day, and Matthew playing for the Warriors. Conklin family, Warrior tradition. They've got a great business in C&I Boiler Repair Incorporated here in this Montoursville, Williamsport area. Special thanks again. Morris Bauer and Turnkey Construction. They are premier contractors in the area. They're going to have a lot of people looking at them starting this Friday, the Kiss FM Extreme Kitchen Makeover. We will find out who the big winner is, and then the work will start for the Extreme Kitchen Makeover. We couldn't do it without Turnkey Construction. Special thanks again to Gary Hare, Montoursville grad back in the 80s, and Brewster's Real Ice Cream. I think Gary was maybe a 1981 grad, and he's the general manager at Valley Farms and the owner of Brewster's. And, boy, they're having a record year despite everything that's going on. The best premium homemade ice cream. And by all means, give them a call about catering with their trailer or truck that comes out, catering your parties, your birthdays, fundraiser for schools, colleges, and they do a fantastic job for those events. They've always done a great job with us for Relay for Life. Couldn't do it without Brewster's Real Ice Cream. I'm ready for a cone right now. And, of course, Dr. Greg Fisher. He's been in this area 30 years with his New Horizon Chiropractic Center. You're sore, you've got some pain, now is the time to go to the best New Horizon Chiropractic Center where your need is our concern. Dr. Greg Fisher, big backer of the Warriors of Montoursville. We want to thank him at New Horizon Chiropractic Center. And you couldn't do it. Number one and the number two business, Berger Septic. Want to thank them. Servicing personal septic tanks, commercial, residential, and they do all the gas and oil business. They do it all in this Williamsport area. Nobody does it like Berger Septic. Portable toilets, they do everything at Berger. That's it. 31-21 final score. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll talk about, do we have another game to play? The Warriors run is finished. Good luck. We'll be rooting on the Danville Ironman and Mike Brennan. Really class guy and great program. Really happy for Mike as Danville has won their game 31-21. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back a final word. This is the Rennie Road Armel All-State game and the Fairfield for Fantastic Deals post-game show. Hey guys, Fairfield for Fantastic Deals. Gary Christman with Mike Rosamilia. Fairfield Ford of Williamsport. Mike, I'll tell you what a year you guys have had. And after the lockdown, you came back booming, record months. And one reason, incredible new vehicles at 2021. That Ford looks great.
Yes, absolutely, Gary. The 2020 and 2021 Ford Escape Explorer redesigns are phenomenal. And, of course, the perennial pony car, the 2021 Mustang, is just, it's something to see.
Well, tell me about, first of all, let's look at the Escape. This is a cool car, a new look for 2020, and of course for the brand new year coming out. Almost looks like a foreign feel to it. It's like a new look, but boy, you're selling these like crazy.
We are. They're very hot, and Ford has been backing the product, of course, with some great incentives, 0% for all the way out to 6 years. The redesign, it's catching people's eye. It's a great vehicle.
And of course, the other thing we talk about, the Ford Explorer, and I've owned the Ford Explorer, and then the new look for this past year. Boy, the people love that car, but boy, it's so good, so sporty, and you can haul a bunch of people and have some fun.
You can. It has up to seating for 7 and any kind of amenity you can think of. Actually, the drivers and passenger front seats will even give you a massage.
All right. Now, what else do we want to take a look at here, Mike? What are we going to next?
Let's take a look at the 2020 Ford Mustang. It's the perennial pony car, as I said. It is the original muscle car, and it's still going strong at 55 years old.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You know, it came out, 1964 or something? What was it, 1964 and a half? Yep. Is that what it was? And you talk about muscle car, but this car is still one of the big sporty sellers that everybody wants to drive a Mustang.
It is. It's the number one selling pony car in the United States.
And then you talk about, pre-owned, at least 150 on just about every Fairfield lot. You guys are hitting it out of the park. Mike, good luck for another great year.
Thank you, Gary.
Check it out today. Here in West 4th, Fairfield, Ford of Williamsport. Fairfield for fantastic deals. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar is a Central PA classic 7 days a week, Sealands Grove in Danville, featuring the only authentic oyster bar in the region every day. And the ribs that made BJ's famous are back. The new meaty St. Louis Tavern rib, slow cooked to perfection, served with their tangy barbecue sauce. For the finest fresh cut steaks, amazing salads, Mediterranean flatbreads, and save room for dessert. Check it out today. BJ's M Street Tavern and Oyster Bar since 1982, still a Central PA classic. Hey guys, we're here at AAA, the most trusted name in travel in South Williamsport. Group Travel Manager Katrina Harvey with me. We go back a bunch of years doing amazing trips. This is a throwaway year in 2020. 2021 is going to be big. Tell me what you have going on.
Well, Gary, we're mainly going to duplicate our lineup of 2020 international and domestic tours, starting with your Princess Alaska cruise tour. It's being rescheduled for next July.
That's going to be huge.
Our one-day and multi-day bus trips range from the Philadelphia Flower Show to Mackinac Island in Michigan. There's a full lineup of cruises going to Bermuda, the Caribbean, Alaska, and Canada and New England. We also have tours to Ireland and the U.S. national parks. We have a wide variety of trips to meet everyone's needs.
So now more than ever, travel with someone you trust. AAA, the most trusted name in travel. For the finest detail and handcrafted jewelry, there is one name to know. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, Oaks Plaza, East 3rd, Golden Strip in Williamsport. Let them make you an original. And remember, they are your diamond headquarters. Absolutely the best prices, bar none, on diamonds anywhere in Central PA. And of course, the finest gemstones in the world today, from sapphires to tanzanite. Now is the time to let them make you an original. Blair Brothers Goldsmiths, your diamond headquarters, Golden Strip.
Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, serving 3 meals 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3 p.m. on Sundays. House-made desserts, including famous Griggs' sticky buns, coffee, peanuts, and peanut butter, and specialty drinks. Griggs' Coffee and Peanuts and Dolly's Diner, just off North Loyalsock Avenue in Montoursville.
Hey, one more time, back here, District 4 3A title, Fairfield postgame show. Danville Ironman, boy, did they come to play in the second half of this game. Coming from behind, down 14, 21-7, shutting out the Warriors of Montoursville in the second half. They win it going away 31-21, a 24-0 shutout second half. They win by 10, and they're the District 4 3A champion. Hats off to J.C. Kiefer. I know, injuries are tough, and, when Polizzi went down in Mall, really tough to come back when you lose that caliber of player or players. But Danville went through some injury things earlier, but they had a gutsy performance, K.J. Riley, and a defense that finally started to get to Maddox Delana. And this is a young team. Riley's going to be gone to, one of these PSAC or, I know, Patriot League, Holy Cross now calling on. He's going to be a great college quarterback. Zach Gordon will pick him up next year. They got a lot of good young players. And Carson Persing, what a receiver. Only a sophomore. He's a record breaker, and he's something special.
Yeah, and, to reinforce what you said, when you lose a guy like Polizzi, who is 200 yards a game, can control clock, can get first downs, can break it wide open, that's a major loss. I got to give this team, Montoursville team, and CJ and his staff credit.
JC.
JC.
CJ's playing linebacker.
That's right.
He hit a few guys today.
But anyhow, to hold this team together as long as they did to get to this point.
No question.
And so
they had to get creative. They started using Bennett more and running the ball. That worked out well with Maddox Delana early. But when Danville's defense started settling in, they settled in. Momentum switched, and you get breaks. You get a fumbled punt, you get a fumbled punt, and you get a bad punt. A couple plays like that. Yeah. But they had guys that made plays, and Danville has won this ball game today, 31-21. Jersey Shore moves on, number 1 in 4A in the state. And next week we'll keep an eye on the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. Take a look at where the game is. If we're able to give it to you here on cable sports, we're certainly going to try to do that, whether it be live or a delay game. We understand, I think they're going to be playing Crestwood in District 2. I think that is the word, but we will follow up with that, and on the Crispin Show and KISS FM, we'll give you the details. I want to thank all our sponsors, Rennie and Rick Quigley and Fairfield and all the folks that make it possible. Thanks again to Jim Webb, Dr. Greg Fisher of New Horizon Chiropractic, the Conklin family of C&I Boiler Repair, and always supporting the Warriors, and most of them have played here at Montoursville. And special thanks to Gary Hare, Brewster's Real Ice Cream, Morris Bauer, and Turnkey Construction of the Extreme Kitchen Makeover, coming this Friday on KISS FM, and Berger Septic Services. They cover the area. Number 1 in the number 2 business, Berger. That's what Rennie Rodarmel Jr. says. Hey, Babe, we're going to run. We'll have some more football, I'm sure, coming up. For our entire crew, for Babe Mayer, I'm Gary Crispin saying so long from Memorial Stadium in Montoursville. District 4 3A title goes down the road to Danville. They come from behind. They beat Montoursville today, 31-21. Good night. We're back at the Clothier, part 2 of the Babe Mayer Makeover.
Hey, this beautiful sport coat from Jack Victor is beautiful in your wardrobe with a nice pair of trousers. And it's going to match gorgeous in your wardrobe, and it's going to make you look trim without going to the gym.
Well, I tell you what, this is a nice outfit. I tell you, this is the one, Francis. You're the best.
The Clothier for Men, downtown Williamsport, for the best in Central PA.
Pudgy's Pizza is serving delicious subs, incredible wings, and their amazing pizzas and specialty pizzas at its brand new location in the Savoy Plaza, Montoursville. If you're planning the family dinner or you need the Pudgy's Pack or Max Pack for a weekend party, order online at pudgysofwilliamsport.com or call Pudgy's Montoursville location at 570-980-9875. And don't forget Pudgy's legendary location at 2028 Lycoming Creek Road in Williamsport. Same awesome taste, now at 2 terrific locations. Make it a Pudgy's Day today.
Ray-Ban, Nike, Polo Ralph Lauren, Maui Jim, Costa, Gucci, Wiley X. Price Optical has the widest selection of sunglass eyewear in the area. Attention gas workers and outdoorsmen and women. Wiley X sunglasses are ANSI safety rated and military ballistic certified. At Price Optical, we set our sights on your vision. Our focus is on providing you complete quality eyewear. Price Optical, for the finest in eyewear.
KISS 102.7, the 80s to now.
Isaiah Fender in motion this time. They go deep down the middle. They've got ball in the dead run. Dylan Mall. Touchdown, Warriors. Thrown in the gun. Back to pass. Looks to throw. End zone. Sims. Touchdown. Millionaire. Cavanaugh in the gun. He looks. Corner. Throwing out there. Going up to get it. Weak. Schuler makes a catch. Riley back to pass. Some pressure coming. Floats it down. Here is picked. Dylan Young trying to get it picked. 6. Touchdown Warriors, and that will do it.